on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the biggest fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art, 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 book art,
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your pose is tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got Toyz Mental card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mental card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini maybe I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A. been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga built Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got Toyz Mental card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mental card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there. Yeah. Shutter. Yeah. Man, I got Toyz Mental card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shop. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game, be too amazing. MUs, my nigga. That's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas. That's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper. Nigga, fuck what you selling. I'm all up in the toy aisle. I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga built Maruby on that Google chat straight flexing. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked to for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got Toyz Mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shop. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Comic book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Yeah. Man, I got Toyz Mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shop. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mint on card. Toys out of the box. Man, I got toys in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A been popping poppin' lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you sellin'. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexin'. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga Tiny at the toy fair straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got Toyz Mental on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mental on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Comic book art. 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 Book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise, cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders, I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right, yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Man, I got Toyz Mental on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mental on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beasts, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about them. Boog nice, my nigga. A.C.B.A been popping lately off top. My nigga, they cut out game be too amazing. MUs, my nigga, that's that shit that don't amaze me. This was for my niggas, that's really about they legends. Shouts out to Savage Poop, my niggas out in Texas. I don't fuck with no scalper, nigga, fuck what you sellin'. I'm all up in the toy aisle, I'm kicking kids, I'm reckless. My nigga Bill Maruby on that Google chat straight flexin'. Look, I pop the package, I smell it. Pop the package, I smell it. Me and my nigga shiny at the toy fair, straight spinning. They asked you for that Deadpool, and he ain't asked no questions. We too fly, I know this. Let me give your ass a checklist. Got the Giant Man, got that Ares, that Cable, bruh, it's nothing. I get the Blue Wire, Silver Luke Cage, that Dragon Man, then I'm stunning. And this song for them fuck niggas that's hating on your collection. Yeah, they talking all that shit, but it's A.C.B.A, we reppin'. Man, I got Toyz Mantle on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. 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 Man, I got Toyz Mantle on card, Toyz out of the box. Man, I got Toyz in my detox. Catch me at the toy shops. I'll take that. We're taking that right there.
Man, I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cut out to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool nerd like my man Zoe. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art. Book art.
Yo, what's up, girls and boys? It's time to make some noise. Cause I'm back and I'm on this track now. Let's talk about some plastic toys. You can bet I pose them all. Legends to Dragon Balls, Batman and Kaijus and Kamen Riders. I collect them all. Gotta make sure your posing's tight though. Make sure your lighting's right yo. Keep it contained because you train for this your entire life, bro. So please don't adjust your TV. This is your host, Moncheesy. Sit back and relax and learn this fact. Posing ain't easy.
Yeah. Shutter. Yeah. Man, I got Toyz Mantle.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Days go by. It's the bigger love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice. This is Fabster 360 coming at you with the A.C.B.A. podcast or Articulated Comic Book Art podcast, if you nasty. I'm stalling because I don't know the episode number. It's 178?
No, it's 180.
Oh! Well,
What a
we
milestone.
pulled a complete reverse, you might say. Hello, welcome everyone. This is Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 180. I am, again, not your host, Boog Nice, but one of the co-hosts. It is I, Fobster360. I'm here with my friends, Poncheezy, Rick Dom 2345. Boog will be here momentarily. How's everyone doing? What's up?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic in the way you mean it as well.
Yeah, I'm not doing fantastic. I have full-blown COVID, and this is the worst shit in the entire world.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, man. You know what's so funny is that I've said it before, and like I really don't mean to offend anybody in the comments. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want with your lives, but I remember before I got COVID, thinking to myself like, I ain't getting no fucking shot. I ain't gonna be nobody's test subject. Like, shoot up everybody else, baby. And then I got COVID, and I was like, yeah, man, fuck this. I'm getting whatever shot they tell me to take, because it's just
stick me
not
up.
worth it. You can't.
Yeah, dude.
You can't stay shit. You're hot as hell. The only plus side to COVID is that you lose a little weight, baby.
I'm feeling a little slimmer. I'm looking a little better.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's not. But I say it all the time, but I watched all of Legion on FX when I was sick with COVID, all 2 seasons that were available at the time, and it did not help me understand that show any better.
So you tortured yourself twice?
Yeah. That was just like the headspace I was in. I needed something completely, I don't know, incomprehensible. But yeah, that's I don't wish that on anyone.
You guys have like almost like delusional episodes or anything like that?
Maybe I'm just nuts. I watched all of Legion on FX.
That's true.
But no, you're right. It like fucks with your head somehow, you know?
It's crazy, man. I can't even imagine. I keep on like rewinding in my head because my wife got it last Friday. She got it at work, and then she sent me a picture of the test while I was at work, and then I had the opportunity to just not come home. And then I was like, you know what? I guess I'll try and isolate myself upstairs. No. I got that shit the second I walked in the door.
That'll happen, bro. I don't think I ended up getting anyone sick when I had it, but yeah, if you live with people, it's literally impossible to not, you know?
Yeah. My wife is better though. I think mine might take the full, what is it, like 10 days or some shit like that. I don't know. But like my wife was better within like a week or something.
Well, I mean, I was saying that to kind of, you know, sympathize with you because I got my own thing going on, but COVID is a physical illness that you're actually dealing with. My problems aren't real. They're all imaginary.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody deals with their own stuff. It's no big deal.
Yeah, sometimes you feel bummed out. What's the big word for it?
Isn't that just depression? A fancy word for being bummed out? Right. But I mean, just, you know, life's going on. Meantime, I'm trying to finish this top 10 and look at what I got set up here. Still working on all that. That one goes out to all the ignorant sluts out there.
For real. But I mean, it is going to be kind of a light show anyway, so it's you know, probably for the best that we're here in whatever force we can be, because there's stuff to talk about, but not a lot of stuff, nor is it stuff to talk a lot about. So
let's go.
Where are we starting, big boy?
Let's dive right in your forte. Let's look to the skies.
But before we do that, I want to ask really quick: do we have Bondi on the list right now?
We do. I have SHF on the list.
We could.
Okay, for Cell, right?
For who?
Cell.
Oh my God, what's going on with Cell?
They just showed him on Instagram like 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
who sold him?
Sweet baby Jesus. First form?
Oh baby.
Wait.
Yeah, first form, baby.
Oh yeah, here it is. I mean, I guess we could start with that. We're here.
Oh sweet.
Yeah, it's a really quick one. It looks fucking incredible.
Look at that.
I'm gonna cream my pants over this guy.
What is this Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour 2022?
It's strange that they're putting this under the Battle Hour moniker. Like, you know, he's not in a game. I mean, aside from like, you know, Dokkan Battle and Legends, but like, Usually stuff under this Battle Hour moniker is like Fighter Z stuff, but Cell is only perfect form Cell in that game, so I don't know. I mean, regardless, this thing looks crazy.
Maybe Bandai is playing Cell games with us.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Dang, this looks really
How
good,
about that
dude.
August? How about that August release? That's really soon.
Oh wow. Holy cow.
Son of a gun.
That is
Yeah,
really
whoa.
soon.
That's crazy. Color
This is
me.
so
Do we
nice.
know in what capacity? Is it exclusive? Is it online? Or
Doesn't say exclusive.
it's on the first day of Dargon Ball games.
If it's a Battle Hour thing, it's probably an exclusive for sure.
Yeah.
But that's great. Wow.
Cool. Very dope. All right. Thank you, Tamashi Nations. Very cool.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, but as we were alluding to, yes, we are going to talk Mezco Con or Mezco Toys Fair 2022, which kicked off technically yesterday morning on their preview night, of course, which happens at 1 p.m. on the East. But today is the actual like first day of the reveals and the contests and all stuffs of that nature. So we'll get to that in a sec. Let's talk preview night because, as alluded to on their itinerary that they put out. By the way, I said that we would see the itinerary perhaps as late as Monday, and sure enough, we got it on Valentine's Day. Very nice. So yes, the itinerary alluded to the preview night and something otherworldly emerging on that day with a crystal ball emoji. And for those of us in the know, we were like, all right, cool. It's Atticus Doom time.
Let's go.
Atticus Doom. And that, of course, as like, when they announce that there's a new character coming, there's always the lead up, whether it be the social media pictures or the trailer or a combination of the two. So, of course, they did put out the trailer for Atticus Doom. Very cool stop motion animation. Probably actually the best animation that they've done lengthwise.
Yeah.
Like quality wise. Usually they're like a minute and a half, maybe. This one's good 2.5 minutes. There's story beats. There's like a flow to it. New characters. All kinds of fun stuff. So I'll just, skim through it because I usually get a chance to do this on my streams, but I'm on hiatus at the moment. So this guy comes in to meet Atticus Doom at his occult private eye office, and suddenly they are transported into a Wickerman ritual, complete with cultists and a giant Wickerman. But who's inside of it? Not Nicolas Cage. A little girl. What are they called? The little sisters from BioShock.
Little sister. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah. She's inside of the Wickerman, trapped. Cultists are alerted to the presence. They start rushing. They catch on fire like the clan meeting in Red Dead Redemption 2. And
just like it.
Exactly like it. You even find the note on their robes that say, hey, these robes are really flammable. We should be careful at these meetings with the So the Wickerman is defeated by Atticus Doom and his eldritch magic, complete with a ceramorphed head, where he becomes a Cthulhid creature, a cephalopod, by drawing on his eldritch powers, and as well as his hand. He transforms into a tentacle lash hand kind of thing. Very cool. I think they call it
and it's art.
Yes. And finally, the little girl is saved. Really good stuff. You should just go watch the whole trailer. I'm just skimming through it. Turns out she is the danger. Ooh, spooky. And it's revealed that she's actually a crazy demon. And who is it if not Baphomet?
Oh no.
The classic goat head demon from lore,
The goat.
Very cool. The goat. The goat, really. Which to me,
I wish he was a little more creepy.
He could be
I wish he was a little more creepy looking. This guy kind of looks like he's the substitute social studies teacher that you kind of worry about, but don't really know if he's gonna do anything bad.
He needs a pentacle carved in blood on his forehead or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
Not a pentagram, a
You're-
pentacle.
This is his
Big-
first
You're
day.
fucking on it today, pal.
Right. And we actually do get kind of like a zoomed out view of him. He kills the other guy, just wrecks him right away, and then the two engage in a sorcerous battle. And if you kind of get a clear glimpse at the Baphomet guy, I'm assuming that's what he's called, but Baphomet, you can tell he's actually a Nosferatu body. You can tell by the feet and by the hands when you get some looks at him. So if this is something that they eventually were to give us, the parts are all there, I would say. So I could see it happening. But anyway, that's the Atticus Doom trailer. As always, we see like one minor character in there, and we're like, oh, when are we getting that? You know. Cool. That dropped the next day. We had some great pictures on social media from Mr. Lee, who is kind of like I just became aware of him in like the last year, and he's a great toy photographer over on Instagram. So he had a couple of exclusive photos to help with the reveal as well. Very cool, and along with letting us know that it would be available 2/17, which is the key distinctive phrase between whether we know it's a pre-order or whether it'll be a buy now, in stock, ship right away thing. Available, buy now, ships right away, and that's pretty much what happened. Like people started getting their conversions and all that stuff early, and Atticus Doom should be on his way to us, hopefully as early as next week. And then the other one was Galif Septo, who I think he's in the A.C.B.A group. Definitely seen like his photos before, but yeah. So congrats to him and Mr. Lee for getting the reveal. And then finally, the drop day, which was yesterday. As I said, it was Atticus Doom, $95. You know how it is, Rumble Society exclusive. Lots of effects, lots of cool interchangeable parts, soft goods, a skull face. It's a Mezco figure. What else can you say? You get some cool stuff. You get some attachable eye effects for, with like flames. You get a nebulous claw. He just has he can just become a part of Davy Jones' crew, I guess, and just start replacing his limbs with crustacean parts. He's got a burning cindered palm, which is cool for like his flame effects. Then this salad fingers looking hand, the Medusa hand. There you go, the Mantle of Madness, which I said is kind of that Cthulhu head. This was cool. A lot of people didn't know if the turban was going to be removable, but it is, and it reveals the Philosopher's Oculus underneath. Whoa. It's creepy. I love the art on this as well. This looks like something out of like a Mike Mignola comic, right? Love that. And then we have the tentacle lash, the what's it called, the Cthulhu fraction, in both like a pre-pose style and a bendy wire scarf. A couple of spell effects, a portal effect. One attaches to the hand, and then you put like the other end of the hand where it would normally go on the wrist on the other end of the portal, and you could have his crazy hands teleporting through, I don't know, time and space. I don't know. He thinks with portals, right? You get a Goblin Shillelagh, which is way cooler than just calling it a staff.
Goblin Shillelagh.
Goblin Shillelagh. There's like all this stuff is so like Dungeons and Dragons Eldritch shit too, because druids get a spell called Shillelagh, and it's basically just whack stuff with your stick. It's awesome.
Hornswoggle would be proud.
Definitely. And I wonder how many people are learning the word Shillelagh for the first time here today. Let me know in the chat. It's a fun word, huh?
Yeah. If you're not a wrestling fan, I would be shocked if you knew that word.
And you get a Grim War, which is cool, and some effects for the cindered palm. You get some new spell effects, like bases that attach to his hand and limbs to be able to do the spell effects. And an exclusive issue of Doomed Tales with the exciting origin story of Atticus Doom and much more, a.k.a. Slugfest coupons and stuff. And this cover right here is an homage to the Doctor Strange comic, Strange Tales, like his origin. But I have to say, I've noticed a glaring error in this that has made this comic book literally uncollectible.
Uh-oh.
Can I bring this in? Open image and new tab. Okay.
Enhance.
Whose side is he on?
Whose side is he on?
It should be whose, like SE ending, right? It's probably too late to fix it now. I did notice that.
And it's just a statement. It's not even a question.
Yeah. Well, the question mark is the whole.
Oh, wow. That's clever.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of thought to myself, I was like, is this going to be, is that cover, is all the letters that are capital on the cover a decoder code or something? Because I just thought it was weird that S is capital on top of being wrong.
Yeah.
Why is the S capital?
That's a good question.
I put my Mezco tin hat on for this.
You know what, Rick? I'm proud of you. You've really come a long way. You are following in my footsteps here, buddy.
Hey, you know what? Who better than the Cloth King? Am I right?
But yeah, no, that's whatever. It's a joke. So yeah, that's
Well-
Atticus Doom. Not the Doom I'm sure a lot of people are expecting to see when it comes to a Mezco con, but it's the Doom that you're getting for right now. So like, shut up.
Wow.
Did anybody else order? Did anybody else order this besides me and Fabio?
No.
No,
Oh
I
my
passed on
God.
this one, unfortunately.
Boog, you could totally use these effects for Doctor Strange, for Doctor Fate, for Constantine when he comes out.
I sure could, but I also don't want to be poor just for effects.
No,
Now-
okay.
I think this guy's pretty cool. I think he's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Now,
I think
pigeons would like to have a conversation with you, Bug.
Yeah. That's very funny because I literally just like looked at those pigeons the other day because I removed them from the set just so I could have them at the ready for any other thing that I want, and they've been like sitting out on this little table for the longest. I just picked them up yesterday. Yeah, I do think this looks cool though, but it's basically everything that we are waiting for, and Constantine and and freaking who else looks like this?
Constantine?
Yeah, I say Constantine, but it was some other character that we were waiting for. That this is basically the same kind of setup.
Oh, what's his name? Solomon Kane.
Who?
Solomon
Solomon
Kane.
Kane.
I don't know.
Puritan witch hunter John Wick.
I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna be really pissed if my wait list for Constantine doesn't go through, because this guy is so perfect to go with Constantine. It's unreal.
Yep.
I'm kind of into this crab hand he comes with. That's about
Right?
it.
Am I right? Come on, man. That's
That is
Maryland,
not
baby.
a crab hand. That is a lobster claw.
Oh, my
sir.
fault.
Nebulous claw, if anything. I bet it's got
Hey, man.
out of there.
I'm just fighting for his life, bud. Ah!
Yeah, one time, me and my best friend were watching this animated Resident Evil movie at his parents' house one morning, and his dad was at the breakfast table with us. His dad's kind of like half paying attention, and then this guy in the movie like mutates and gets this big crab hand, and like his dad is like, "Wow, that guy's got a big crab hand." And my friend Justin goes, "Yeah, well, they don't call him Crabman for nothing." And his dad goes, "Oh, that's his name, Crabman." He's like, "No, it's not his name at all."
So stupid.
Would you prefer to reach out for a handshake, meeting your, I don't know, your new father-in-law for the first time, you know, and he's got a crab hand, or he's got a Cthulhu fraction? What do you prefer?
Oof, I'm kind of leaning toward the salad finger thing.
Wait, these things are arm attachments? What am I looking at here?
Yeah, they're interchangeable hands.
Got it. That's not a hand, but got it.
Well, you know, appendage.
Yes.
But yeah,
guy kinda looks like
very
a
cool. I
short
like the
king.
grimoire. I just like the design of this in general. And I took the personality quiz that for one of their activities today, and I am this character, so they knew
Wow.
me well when they made this. Very
Excellent.
cool. You know, just in looking at it, I'm like, oh, I love this stuff. You know, it's just like my edgy teen years reading H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh, Eldritch stuff, non-Euclidean geometry. Ooh, I'm so cool. Here's the
all.
figure to represent those years for me. All right. But that's not all. That was just preview night. That was yesterday. Okay. We are in the midst. We are amongst Mezco Toyz Fair right now. The first day has just wrapped up. Let's take a look at the hot young reveals that we had for this, huh?
Cool.
Okay. Well, first of all, there was a contest. Head over to Twitter, retweet, follow. 3 winners will win a 112 Clan of the Crimson Dragon Gomez. Super
How many times
cool.
do they give this guy out?
This
They give this guy out a lot.
They've done I think they did like a ninja pack where it was like all the ninja stuff, but yeah, I mean, this is still largely considered like one of the rare variants because he was in fewer numbers than the Gold Dragon, but you know, cool. All right, first reveal hitting us big: the Batman.
Wow.
The Batman
The
From-
Batman
from the Batman movie.
doesn't look half bad.
I don't know, man. This is one of those cases, and if anybody saw the the great debate between me and Pac Photos, Mcfarland Toys versus Mezco Toys. This is where I don't know. Pac's got me eating my words a little bit. You know what I mean? I wasn't. No, I mean, I couldn't be sure at the time that they would do the Batman because I think the policy largely with Mezco is let's wait and see how the movie is. That's what happened with the Justice League and all that. So if this was going to be a thing, I thought it would have been announced maybe after the movie. So this is cool that they're hitting us with it, but at the same time, it's like Todd's he's had the leg up on this for several months now. How can you compete with a guy who sends his figures out with their torsos upside down with an extra cowl sculpted around the neck that's supposed to be for the unmasked variant that has the side off to the side? I mean, it's just hard to compete with stuff like that, and I think Mezco is really going to be fighting an uphill battle here when it comes to entering the market second behind Todd on the Batman.
Yeah, this looks heavily photoshopped too.
Yeah, but it looks good. But it looks fine. I'm into it. I mean, if anyone's gonna do this one well, it'll be Mezco. No matter how long we have to wait for it. I bet this will even hit before 89 Batman.
I don't. Hot Toys begs to differ, but this looks really good. I just wish I collected movie figures, but I just don't want to get into that. But it looks really good. Even Photoshop aside, it looks good.
Yeah, and it's gonna have me going back to at least get the Mcfarland vehicles. Gotta get that motorcycle for him.
Very nice.
Cool. That was reveal number 1. Number 2, we'll breeze through these because we only care about the 112 stuff, right? We got a Creep Show.
Target says they haven't even released that bike yet.
Really? I know the Drifter bike is out with like the Bruce Wayne bike, but like the Bat Cycle, maybe not yet. Okay, cool. The Creep. 5 points action, red pyramid thing, and bubblehead nurse.
Good.
Hey. There you go. Probably with like a little backdrop set and everything too. So if you're into the 5-point stuff. All right. The last reveal for today, I think, was G.I. Joe Snake Eyes.
Wow.
Nobody? All right. I mean, it's what we expected, and as far as what a Mezco or what a Snake Eyes from Mezco would look like, it's the cargo, it's the fatigues and the tight-fitting outfit and the overlays, and we had to know this was at least in the works because it's going to be sharing like all of the tooling with the Death Adder and vice versa, because Death Adder is just this with an actual snake head. So we'll have to see how that affects whether that gets pushed up in production or not. Either way, they have like the molds for this already if they were already working on Death Adder before they got the license, but probably not. They probably got the G.I. Joe license and, we're sitting on it for a minute, even showing the Death Adder first. And then, I mean, he's got from what we see, the typical arsenal, this is that classic design just through that soft goods lens. I don't know what we expected. Looks good. Cool. And then the rest of today was just giveaways and contests. Any other thoughts on this?
Nope.
You can repost this on Instagram. You win a Skulls prize pack, and go take your Rumble Society personality quiz, and you may find yourself, relating to one of these characters.
Did you reveal to us who you got?
I got Atticus Doom.
You're Atticus Doom.
I'm an Atticus Doom.
Hey, well, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't see Cousin Eddie here.
That's true. I think it's only among these. I don't know if there wasn't. Maybe there was an option for Cousin Eddie. I don't know. I mean, it's like 10 questions, and then I don't know how they determine it, but
It's a BuzzFeed level type deal.
Yeah, pretty much. Your girl has BuzzFeed quizzes. You got this.
Which father figure are you from the Disney Pixar universe?
All right. That's it. That's MezcoCon Day 1. They recapped it on their blog. Go check it out if you want to see everything. Let's see who wins these contests tomorrow. And cool. That's it for Mezco. I mean, it's going to be another packed weekend.
Is
at least 8 more reveals coming across all their lines. So.
Oh wow.
You think that's it for drops?
For drops, possibly.
Please.
Can't ever be 100% sure, but Usually, yeah, it's just the drop day, and if there is something, it might be on Monday after the con, because that's what happened with Gotham by Gaslight Joker.
My wallet is crying and having explosive diarrhea. Thanks. Fuck.
Yeah, 8 more reveals. 2 more on Saturday, or I'm sorry, 4 more on Saturday, 4 more on Sunday, along with the rest of these giveaways. One of which is going to include a chance to win a 112 Collective Conan. So.
Oh, I need to do that because I don't have it, and I'm poor.
So I missed all of that. You said the next reveals is what? Saturday and Sunday? 4 each day?
Yeah. Exactly. You heard.
All right. So where are we with the reveals from last year? How many of those things actually came out?
I can check. I mean, a majority of them are either out or just haven't been put up for pre-order at all.
I'm
Let's
sure.
see. Oh, they updated the site. Okay, cool. They don't have the site from last year anymore, so I can't check. But they did update the Mezco Toys Fair website, so now they have it all recapped for this year here. There you go. Off the top of my head, from Toys Fair like a year ago today, we're still waiting on Planet of the Apes, the Conquest Apes and Conquest Caesar, Green Ranger. I think Firefly was in there. God, I can't remember. Few. There's not a terrible amount, but yeah, there's still some that we haven't seen at all. So I don't know. I always take it with a grain of salt. This Batman could go up at any point in the next year, or it might not. I would imagine. I don't know if I'm taking a stab. I guess I would probably guess that they're at least somewhat in the process of almost done with this Batman to like be showing it off this close to the movie. Not that Mezco ever really like sticks to releasing things, concurrently with the media, but given that the movie's coming out this year, I would imagine I wouldn't be surprised, and honestly, I would kind of love it if it came out before Keaton.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Imagine the betrayal.
Oh,
when was
maybe bad.
when was the last time that, or when was the last Henry Cavill Superman from Mezco?
That came out was the Batman vs Superman one, but they already have the Snyder set coming out later this year.
Okay, it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
And that's been like a year on pre-order, and it got pushed. It was supposed to be around March. I think it got put to like May. So yeah, it'll be a minute before we get that.
It's fantastic.
What's your predictions for stuff coming out this weekend?
Like reveals? I would imagine we see Robin, in some form or fashion.
Really?
This kind of image, because they announced like 2 cons ago now that they were at least working on it.
That's true.
We got to be seeing another Power Ranger, am I right?
Yeah, more Power Rangers. I mean, White Rangers definitely, on the list. That'd be cool if we saw some villains from Power Rangers.
Oh man, you're blowing my mind, Frank.
I mean, just more, along the lines of stuff we've seen. There's probably going to be 1 or 2, Rumble Society, just like quick tease kind of things. There's always that.
I wonder if Robin is going to be in a 2-pack.
I
don't know. I mean, there is that Cape Crusader pack, but that's kind of rumored to be a 2-pack with that new like cartoon style Two-Face, that comic style Two-Face.
You know what I really want to see them do? I don't know if they do it. I don't know if they even give a shit to do it, but I would love to see them do a Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, I was watching the finale and I'm like, damn, I would love a Peacemaker figure,
Yeah, I would love him and Vigilante because honestly, you don't need anything else.
Yeah, really. I'd dig that, and it would go with our existing, DC collection without spoiling too much.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I'd like it for sure. But that's the problem with Mezco doing the licensed media stuff, like with current movies, like two toy fairs ago. The actual last physical toy fair was when they gave out that brochure that had just the Black Widow Marvel Studios movie logo in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to be a negative Nelly, but maybe they put it, they show it. you put up a pre-order soon, you could get the Peacemaker by the time second season comes out.
Yeah, man, that would be cool. I would dig that
Oh.
for sure. Guns, all that stuff would be great.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. Different style helmets.
Yeah, I was gonna say different helmets. Yeah, that would be sick.
That'd be sick. Eagly, ultimate
Eagly.
accessory.
They're so good at birds, but Boog would be getting another Mezco figure just for a bird.
Yeah, man.
That's true.
Bird Up, the worst show on television.
Bird up, party down.
Uh,
All right.
I guess you mentioned the possibility of the Mezco Batman pairing with the Mcfarland vehicles, right?
Yeah, they should. I have a few of the Mcfarland vehicles, and yeah, most of the Batmans work pretty well with it. So yeah, they're gonna have me. They got me on that for sure. They already got me stashing the stupid Dark Knight Returns horse.
I think I might give up my my Destro when it comes. I'm not getting into Mezco G.I. Joes. I don't know.
I mean, listen, if you're going for numbers, classified for sure, but it's cool. I'm good with it. Just a few really good core characters. All right, that's Mezco Con. That's Mezco Toys Fair 2022. Woo.
All right. What's next?
Well, not to be outdone, but NECA's got their own con sort of going on this weekend as well. You were saying though, Punch?
There's some super chats as well.
Yeah.
Bob
No.
hit us with
You rest that
$20.
sexy voice. Let's we can handle these super chats if you want, Punch.
Bo Biggs hit us with $20. Thank you so much, man.
Bo Biggs.
Bo
baby.
Biggs, just always doing it. Bo Big.
A longtime friend of this show.
Joseph Quinnell hit us with 25. He said, favorite podcast to listen to while grinding away in my studio. Cheers, guys. You're the best. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, dude. Yeah.
What a sweet thing to say.
Very,
Bet.
very sweet.
And then Pock Photos in the mix hit us with 5. So
Pock.
What's up, y'all? That Mezco Batman is cool and all, but it's missing something, a little bit of side-eye action.
Hey, they might have developed that technology they did for Keaton Batman. Maybe that'll make its way over to this Batman.
Develop the technology.
All that R&D has got to go somewhere.
True. Yeah, we can talk NECA.
Yeah, we got a little NECA action over here. And thank you, Pac. Let's everybody should go on Pac's channel after this podcast and go check out The Great Debate. Me versus Pac, Mezco versus Mcfarland.
Yes, thank you to everybody for those super chats.
So yes, we got some NECA Toy Fair action. Got some reveals, just a couple little things that they're going to be sprinkling on social media throughout the weekend. Starting with, I guess they had some contest winners. Okay, here we go. The third quarter scale turtle is coming.
Oh, wow.
And it's the blue one.
The blue.
Leonardo.
That's it.
Wait, these are you said a quarter scale, so these are the big guys. Okay.
Yeah, compared to the regular quarter scales, which are more like 18-inch, these are 15-inch. So they're smaller, but they are technically quarter scale.
Okay. And these are from the animated series version, basically.
Straight up cartoon version with the different interchangeable like bottom and top of the heads,
Is this I think this is this more like the video game design? Like, because his swords are they don't have sheaths. They're just like naked on his back. I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the cartoon style. Which I guess would be the video game style because that's the style they adapted.
True.
I'm curious though. Do the small turtles also have the exposed non-sheath swords? I don't quite remember.
Me neither. I don't remember at all.
That's why it looks a little strange to me. Just exposed swords instead of sheath.
Yeah. That steel is gonna chafe, brother.
So exposed swords.
He starts running, it's over. He's gonna nick those calves up.
Yep. he's gonna slice his thigh open like the Mandalorian.
Yeah, not like this.
All right, so that was the first reveal. Moving on. In partnership with Elton John. NECA
Let's
introduces
go.
a deluxe tribute to the legend and his profound influence on both music and fashion.
Little does Elton John know that people are not going to be buying this shit for his figure. They're going to be buying it
poor
for that
guy.
damn piano.
Dude, that piano though, it's a sick piano.
It is.
Look at that thing.
It's an incredible piano.
It is a very, very nice piano.
This is
What's
the
the-
8-inch retro cloth line though. Maybe it'll be a little big, but you know, it's fudgeable.
I'll
Very
tell you what it
fungible.
definitely is going to be. It's definitely going to be really expensive.
Yeah,
This
that's
shit
probably
is
be like
gonna
like I mean these run like 20, I think $30, maybe $35. So I could imagine this being like a 2-pack price of like 60.
I was about to say it's probably going to be like $69.99 right here.
Yeah, maybe 70. Yeah.
You definitely be able to use it with like 7-inch scale figures at the very least.
Yeah. I might get this from my roommate who loves the Dodgers.
That boy plays a mean pinball. Look at that. Wow.
No, that's a different artist. This is the boy that's too young to be singing the blues.
So is this based on some actual performance of Elton John's where he wore something like this? Or what's
Yeah.
October 1975 at Dodger Stadium.
Got
Yes,
it.
sir.
All right, that makes sense.
The
Yeah.
piano man himself.
That's right. And different interchangeable heads, which is cool. You know, the microphone. There's a lot of stuff here that's cool, you know, for everything.
Not
And the retro cloth line is, you know, perfect for something like this. They've already done, I mean, this is going to go great if nothing else with Richard Simmons and Bob Ross as far as like these 70s, 80s icons.
Yeah.
The Golden
Am I-
Girls too.
Am I tripping, or did they not do a Weird Al Yankovic?
They
They did
did. They
that
did
too.
multiple.
Oh, there you go.
I was gonna say, thank God it wasn't another Weird Al.
Well, it was. They already did the, you know, the core ones, which is the accordion one and White and Nerdy. There's no
Mhm.
more Weird Al to ever
True.
do.
Basically, that's his whole
What
discography.
what other have they done any black musicians?
I don't think so. No.
They've done like in the retro. I don't know about musicians, but they've done the what's his face? Keith David from They Live
Oh, that's cool.
to go with you know, the Rowdy Roddy Piper. But as far as musicians, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Probably
Would be good to get a Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We honestly don't get a lot of these from NECA. It's maybe like one per year. 'Cause there was that one like last year or something. They randomly did like an Elvis one that's like a statue.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
super random. I remember like kind of when I was first getting into NECA and I'd go into Toys R Us, they had like an AC/DC set that I kind of regret not getting at the time.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it's pretty random. But Jimi Hendrix would be a no-brainer. Yeah, especially that retro cloth style. Because I know Mego did a Jimi Hendrix.
And I mean, they've already proven they can do a good fro.
This is true. Yeah. Bean is saying that that's more Super 7's bag, baby.
Yeah,
Um,
they could do Snoop Dogg.
Super 7 is like heavy metal or rap, you know? Like there's no in between. I think NECA's doing something a little more in the middle.
I just want someone to make a Prince.
Yeah, the middle of
Oh
America.
man, could you imagine a cloth goods, fucking Prince? My God,
That'd be
the
dope.
doves-
Yeah.
the doves are gonna cry all over this fucking
They
country.
could do like the Super Bowl performance Prince,
Yeah.
you know, if they want to kind of keep the big game feel kind of thing. Oop, I shouldn't have said the SB word on air. Sorry. guys.
Uh-oh.
I don't think Prince's estate would approve anything like that though, because he was
No.
like
They wouldn't.
real particular about shit that he wanted in the event of his untimely demise and like his wishes for after and shit like
Mhm.
that. Like, yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
but that would
Yeah.
it would be cool though.
yeah. It reminds me of the guy that owns Calvin and Hobbes. Everybody always asks, why is there no Calvin and Hobbes shirts or like toys or like a movie? And it's because the creator wants nothing to do with quote unquote hoard out. And everybody's just waiting for him to pass away, hoping that his family is
So
money
they could
hungry.
get started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got sick of all those windshield stickers of Calvin urinating on something.
Oh yeah, he hates it because he never approved it. It's all like completely
Mm.
illegal. And he also like really fucking hated Charles Schultz, the creator of Peanuts. And like, you know, he considers like that shit is like bastardized. They like he fucking hates that series, and he hates like what it became apparently. So.
Well, I can't imagine the older he gets that he's gonna get nicer about this shit. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's only gotten worse even, honestly.
Yeah.
They don't even print the books as much as they used to. At least I don't see them as much as I used to.
I think I still have a big Calvin and Hobbes book somewhere here. Pretty sure.
Well, we mentioned the big game. Did you guys check out I mean, obviously checked out the performance, right? Halftime.
Oh yeah, best performance they've had in my memory that I can
since
remember.
Prince.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think anybody's been as good as Prince or them or just for nudity purposes, Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that was iconic. That was iconic.
That was very iconic. But yeah, this past Super Bowl performance I thought was really cool.
So let's get those outfits from NECA, yeah.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I did go back and watch the halftime show. I saw that YouTube had put up the NFL on their YouTube channel had put up the halftime show like right after halftime. Yep. Like it was already like edited and ready as a upload or a clip or whatever.
Yeah, I got like 1 million views in like 35 minutes.
Is there a reason we can't say that word? Do they like flag videos with that word or?
Oh, I don't know. That's just on way bigger media platforms than us. They might take action against people who use that term because it belongs to the National Football League.
You want to know something crazy? Is I don't know if I ever told you guys. My sister's boyfriend won tickets to the Super Bowl.
This Super Bowl that just happened, he was there.
Yep, he was there. Shit. So my sister's boyfriend is the head of the Boys and Girls Club for the county. He does a lot of work with the San Francisco 49ers and the kids. There's actually like a lot of nerds on the 49ers. Like there's a lot of Magic the Gathering players on there, and they like come and play with the kids and shit. Yeah, there's some nerds on that shit. So
so they're getting like fucking noogies from the players and shit.
Oh yeah, so straight up. And my sister's boyfriend has been working there for like 15 years, and he does a lot of community service and stuff like that. So I guess one day they said that they were presenting him with some like random Boys and Girls Club award, and it was a charade. And the NFL showed up and like filmed him and gave him free tickets to the Super Bowl. And him and my sister went, and they said it was fucking amazing.
I'm sure sure they had great seats too, probably. Huh?
Oh yeah, the seats were pretty damn good.
That's dope.
Damn. As far as other musical icons they could do, the chat is chiming in. They're asking. They made Michael Jackson. SHF made Michael Jackson. They did a couple versions of him, right?
Yeah, they did too.
Figma was the one who did the Thriller one that goes for money. Right?
Yeah, that was in a lot of fucking joke shots.
Yeah. SH Figure Arts Michael Jackson is pretty expensive.
Yeah, I had the Smooth Criminal one. I remember selling that off in one of my big first sales or whatever. I had the Wembley Freddie Mercury as well. That's a good one.
Oh,
the one in the yellow jacket. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted for the sneakers actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But as far as NECA, I don't know if all that stuff is in their wheelhouse as far as the licensing and all that. But let's see where this goes. What about the Krampus?
How are they bringing out Krampus now? What the fuck's going on?
So you can get it by Christmas.
Okay.
Can't argue with that.
Yo, I love this guy, Floppy Astro, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Ultimate Frankenfurter. Yes, let's do it.
Stupid.
But yeah, the Krampus is coming. This is from the Krampus movie, but as you know, Mythic Legions has their own kind of subline. Four Horsemen has a Mythic Legion subline called Figura Obscura, and they did the Krampus exclusive this past holiday, but they did pre-orders earlier this year. I think they might even still be up on BBTS for their next Krampus due to be coming out this holiday season. So if you want your Krampus fix, you got to start. Apparently you got to get them early if you want to get them by the holidays.
What am I looking at right here? Is this supposed to be? Am I looking at a downed Christmas tree? Is that
yeah, with some creepy possessed dolls around it. I don't know. I haven't seen this movie.
Movie's weird.
Well, it's It's spooky, it's scurry. I can't handle
No.
horror, and it's Christmas. Who needs that kind of negativity in our life?
This shit is not spooky.
That's a confusion. That's like confusion.
Yeah, I hurt myself in my confusion. And then another Toy Fair first look here. Toony Terrors. You guys know Toony Terrors, right? What if horror icons were in Scooby-Doo?
Nice.
Boom. Here you go.
What's the scale on these?
They're like 4-inch figures,
Yeah,
5-inch
4
figures,
inch.
something like that. They're small.
Oh, okay.
Some of them are really cool.
Yeah, they work for sure. Honestly, if you have Scooby-Doo figures, like they work.
The ghost
Nah, I
face
was
is really
thinking about
cool.
just as like just as kind of stand-ins and stuff. For,
Oh, yeah.
for,
Even they did these in the like the retro cloth style, even though they're like 8-inch scale, they're like maybe like 5-inch figures. So
Yeah,
they work,
they sure do.
and they're soft goods. How about an update for the first in-hand samples of the life-size 1-to-1 fully articulated Chucky and Tiffany?
Christ.
No, not for you and your girlfriend.
No, I just wonder.
These scream like I would so get these for like like an edgy couple of mine that's getting married. These would 100% be, or if I was an edgy couple about to get married, I would put these on my wedding registry.
True.
Right?
I just imagine the situation where, like, there's this couple who buys every iteration of these. Like, they have like 24 Chucky and Tiffany's because they just keep on re-releasing them.
Well, these are unique just because these are the first like actually like freestanding kind of full figure. They have an armature skeleton inside of them.
Oh,
The
cool.
fingers are like articulated with like they have like a kind of rubber skin or something. I don't know. But they're basically more, I don't know, like the ones from the movie because they can stand by themselves, whereas like other kind of 1-to-1 stuff out there that I think even Mezco has made are like dolls. They like sit.
Mm-hmm.
So
these
these
are coming to a shelf at a FYE near you to stay forever.
Yeah, I forget how much these are, but yeah, these will be. I mean, these are gonna tear apart the Chucky fan base between the haves and the have-nots. All right.
Prototype, not final. All right.
I mean, these have taken a while. I mean, we saw the first prototype of these at like San Diego 2019 or something.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, dude, because San Diego 2020 never happened. Yeah. Nuts, bro. Nuts.
All right. So is NECA showing more stuff throughout the weekend as well, or this? Was
Yeah, I think so. Stay tuned. They might even be going all the way up till midnight tonight. There might be more reveals by the time we log off. Let's do a quick refresh ski here. Nope, that's it. Oh, one more actually, because a formerly local friend who moved recently, but I ran into him at Toys R Us like way back in the day in our area. He got the exclusive reveal. This is Daniel Pickett from Action Figure Insider. He got the exclusive reveal for the Universal Monsters The Mummy accessory set.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of people were like, "Oh, but the Ultimate Mummy, he's not going to come with a sarcophagus. He only comes with this like chest right here." But now you get this accessory set that gives you the full sarcophagus, and then, yo, dog, I heard you like chests. Here's a chest that opens up, and you can put your other chest that opens up inside.
Hell yeah.
All right. Box and box.
That's it. It's a
This
Russian nesting doll.
This is definitely a situation where if you're trying to decide between this and the Figma that was announced a while ago, this is serviceable instead of the Figma. This looks really good. I think
Yeah,
so.
the Figma.
But the Figma's not like Universal Mummy, right?
I don't know. It's like it's like a historical accurate mummy.
Right. It's like a museum mummy, like a Tutankhamun kind of thing. This is Imhotep.
That's true.
But yeah, this is cool. I mean, I'm glad that they're going really deep with the Universal Monsters line because I feel like there's been so many start and stops with that license over the years. Like Diamond Select had them for a while, and even Mezco just did 2 Frankensteins and then called it quits. So stuff like this definitely interests me. If they do a Frankenstein set, I would be interested in that for sure. Save me from backtracking on those Diamond Select pieces. Very dope though. I'm glad that they're going deep with this. The other kind of interesting thing, okay, let's take a sidestep real quick because I think earlier today, Playmates announced that they're going to be doing their own Last Ronin figure, which is an exclusive. It's going to come in this nice packaging. This is, Playmates tackling a modern turtle storyline, which I think a lot of people have been waiting for. That's what the direction that people hope for if Mezco does Turtles. So, Playmates showed up and they're like, okay, we can look what we can do when we put our heart into it.
It's pretty cool.
And then out of nowhere, NECA updates their Twitter profile image. And let's take a look. Hot on the heels of this, people were already locking in their pre-orders to the Playmates. And then NECA goes and does this. And I'm sure a wave of cancellations followed. VLR Sierra at 117. He's saying, NECA, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yo, hold my destroyed samurai katana. We're going in.
Some modern internet warfare right there.
This is pretty hilarious. And you love to see it. I think Wade had a full picture. Let me find him real quick. So yeah, I mean, that's how you do it, man. You show them up. There we go. There's the full picture.
Not bad. It looks pretty close to the art too.
Yeah, that does look a lot like the art style. Sure.
Fuck, go back.
Have any of you guys read this story? It's really good.
No.
It's really cool.
I'm just not I don't know if I'm a Turtles fan like that.
Spoilers. It's about Michelangelo. He's the last turtle alive. And he has like he's carrying the burden of all his brothers and shit like that. And like it's really sick. And then
it's all like post-apocalyptic, right?
Yeah, and like a lot of side characters are still alive, and he meets up with these guys. It's really tight. It's a really cool story. And
he's got everybody's weapons. Got it.
The lead, like the build up to this storyline was for the first I think 4 issues. Like you were constantly guessing, like trying to guess like which turtle it was because there was no indication like who it could be. But then that was like a really cool part of this story. So for like a whole month, you were like, "Who is it? Who is it?" And then the reveal is pretty cool.
Yeah, again, it's a very beloved story, but this is the time where I say it all the time. You gotta pick and choose which company you're gonna be collecting. Come on, you're not gonna buy the same thing from 2 different companies, and one is clearly better.
I was about to say, there's nobody who's seriously gonna choose that Playmate.
I can't imagine. Maybe I'm sick, but I can't imagine being that big of a fan of something where I'm like, yeah, I'll take a shitty product of it.
I'll take the McDonald's toy, sure.
Yeah. I'd rather have, if I love the Last Ronin this much, I'd rather have no Last Ronin figure than this Last Ronin figure. But then this, yeah, of course. No brainer. Cool. That is, I believe, the end of NECA. If anybody in the chat, lets me know that I forgot something. That's it.
Oh, Doom Days in chat with the correction. He said they told you in the very first issue on the last page. Oh, my bad.
Damn. Poncho's not a forest for the trees kind of guy.
Poncho's fighting for his life. Can you guys cut him a fucking break?
Yo, can we get that R. Kelly drop? I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Yeah, hold on.
Stop killing me out here. Fight for my life.
Yo, I don't know how to hog tie people. Never forget he actually said that.
He definitely said that to fucking Gail King. 100%.
He 100% said that.
Stop killing me out here.
All right. Another great icon. No, just kidding. That NECA should not touch. That should never be done on any action figure scale.
Can you imagine?
That's not one you can separate the art from the artist. What's next? I guess we kind of missed it during Hasbro, but there has been a debacle, a significant fumbling of the bag, you might say, when it comes to the Hasbro Black Series.
Yeah. The #1 Star Wars podcast, about to have the hottest take
Yeah,
on the internet.
it is.
Let's go.
Boog, you've seen this, right?
I don't know. Have I?
Oh, you must have, because you love this.
Yeah, that disgusting black chrysanthemum.
Ah, yes. The disgusting black.
Oh,
Huh.
how about that? But
So I understand which part makes it disgusting for you now, Rick.
oh my god.
No, no,
All
He's
right.
true to form. He's true to form. Racist Rick has returned.
TMZ is writing up a story as we speak.
Oh no. All right. You're killing me. What was the quote?
Tearing me
Tearing me
apart.
apart. You're tearing me apart, Hasbro.
Look at this, man. Come on. They really just slapped some ill-fitting armor on this existing Chewbacca body, right? I mean,
you know
Black
what?
Chrysanthemum is jacked up, brother. He can't be this.
And you know
I
the
feel
word.
like we were just talking about I don't know, somebody was just talking about the fact that we needed a new Chewbacca figure, period. Like
It was me. It was me. I said
Right, okay.
nobody's ever made a good Chewbacca in my opinion.
Yeah,
Right.
And,
that's true.
And look at what they do. They go ahead and prove me right.
Dude, I think we even made the point, like, yo, if they are going to make a new Wookiee body, why not introduce it with this Black Chrysanthemum? Like,
That's
make
exactly
a
what
dope character dopely and people will buy it.
Dopely.
And no, the opposite happened, in fact.
You want to know what's crazy is that pose where he's doing the "you're tearing me apart." Like, that's so out of character. This isn't Chewie.
Yeah.
He doesn't just like scream and throw up his hands. Like, he's never done anything like that. Like, this is so.
Yeah,
so-
this looks like right after Kylo Ren stabbed Han Solo.
You're his son, so I don't really hate you, but I'm pissed.
Oh, this is terrible. Yeah, so yeah, Black Series put out and then they people made it a point, I guess people that were kind of defending this shit made it a point to say that this is the comic version and not the one that we just saw in the Book of Boba Fett. But
That is true.
I don't know that makes it any better because the comic one is still jacked as fuck too anyway. So
It literally doesn't change anything. And like, you know, on top of the fact, like, it's just adding insult to injury. On top of the fact, I don't think that gun is right. And number two, those straps look terrible. Like, let's
Yeah,
be this.
the whole-
Yeah, they're not fitting on they're not like resting on the shoulders. They're being held up by the weight of, you know, the rigidity of the plastic. They're not like just resting there.
Well, he don't even fucking have shoulders to begin with. That's the problem. This
That's
fucking
it?
sculpt is awful.
This is garbage.
I bet you can't even pose him like his foot's all twisted up and he's running from gunfire.
Yeah, I'm sure you
And then 2 seconds later, he's walked perfectly.
Right, he was walking perfectly fine in 2 seconds after that.
Well, they told him that later they'll put him in the Bacta tank, so that was enough to heal him on the spot.
Ah, okay. Either that or Wookiees just heal rapidly.
First of all, I'm loving all the wordplay names that we're getting in the chat right now. Black Sandwich.
Sandwich.
And Bean 2099 also valid complaints. This is not Black Chrysanthemum. Where's the stamen? No blooming petals. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Bean. Yeah, man, this sucks. I mean, just Black Series stays failing. I don't know, man. I'm more and more. I feel like if I were a Star Wars collector, I think I'd probably skew 3¾ inch now. Speaking of which, here's some more vintage collection stuff. Here's Axe Woves from The Mandalorian. He only had that one appearance, and then the girls were back, and he wasn't. Axe Woves, very cool. All right. Who's next? What about Casca Reeves, Sasha Banks? There she is. Boog, you should get these for your Razor Crest. More Mandos for your Mando ship. I mean, could do worse. And then finally, Billy Star War.
There he is.
All right.
The story of how he got that role was hilarious.
Yeah, what is it?
He just went to dinner with Jon Favreau, and he was like, "Hey, man, I'm doing the show. You should be a part of it." And he was like,
Okay.
I don't. He was like, I don't know. And then he told his wife, and his wife was like, man, you better be in fucking Star Wars. What the hell are you talking about? And he was like, all right. And it's so funny because there's like so many clips of him hating on Star Wars and Star Wars fans. It's hilarious.
There he is.
Fuck
There's
you,
got to. I
fuck the
mean,
Death
it's
Star.
lovely. It's great to think that there's a whole planet of people on Star Wars who sound just like Bill Burr.
Oh man, please do a show for that planet, huh?
All right, that's Black Series. there something
Static
else?
Thunder hit us with
Oh, this
5.
guy too.
He said, this reminds me of one girl I went to high school with who never shaved. Not a badass Wookiee at all. Incredible.
Hey man,
What a comment.
don't be body shaming unless it's this Wookiee. Then please do. Did she have? Did she rock some nice like beard dreadlocks too?
It's like the that bit in Scary Movie where that chick just braids all her body hair.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Man,
All right, and then there was this guy too, Bad Batch Cad Bane.
this fella.
He
Remember
looks
how he was on the
nothing like
show?
the-
Well, this is him from a different show.
He's the guy from the show.
You know what?
Yeah.
He's not bad as far as the Bad Batch looks, but he's terrible if you're going for the fucking
Yeah,
Boba Fett look.
doesn't have the same silhouette at all, you know.
It
But
is
either
what it
way, I mean, it's
is.
been a while. Has there been a 6-inch Cad Bane? I'm not entirely sure. Number one Star
Yeah.
Wars podcast for a
There-
reason.
there-
There has.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so there's been a Clone Wars version, I assume, right?
I think so. I think
Okay.
that's what they would base it on.
Okay, so yeah, so this is from Bad Batch. Eventually, we will get a Book of Boba Fett version. Don't you worry. But yeah, this is good in the meantime. If nothing else, I'm sure it's like a different expression too. He's a little more like squinty eyed in this one, you know. Okay, amen. Since there's been 2 releases, thank you.
Sure.
I actually just got the first one this past week, and I don't even like the show design and figure foam at least. I don't think this looks good at all.
It's a little, I don't know, skinny looking. Yeah, and he definitely needs those like, you know, jacketed arms or something. He's got very skinny little biceps here.
That's pretty on model
Yeah.
to the show, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say as far as like
Okay.
the animated show, it is on model. But if you're going for the Boba Fett, yeah, no, this ain't
Mhm.
it, Chief.
Yeah, well, it is not it, Chief.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's an Amazon exclusive. Okay.
Yeah, Hannibal Beast, longtime friend of the podcast, said that there were 2 releases. The Hasbro Pulse exclusive that came with his little robot. It's the one that like you've seen it in Bad Batch. He's like his little robot friend. I think he's voiced by Seth Green. And then there was a regular release that came without the robot.
Ah, okay. I wonder, I mean, not that this
I was
is
bugging.
ever considered, but I wonder if you could swap this one onto the previous one, like the head.
I was bugging because I do feel like I saw the little robot in plenty of shots, but I didn't even realize that it was more than one release so far.
Very well, sir. What's next? A little Mcfarland action? Pac, I hope you're there.
Let's go.
What's the release date for this one?
Winter 2022, and retail is $27.99, baby.
Hey,
Wow, so they're really saying fuck you to Legends. Oh, they're out here like, oh, you're gonna raise it to 26? Yeah, 27.
Dang,
that.
dude, really? Wow. Guess
They're
they're
not
you know,
to be outdone.
trying to make back all that money that they had to give back from the HasLab in some way or fashion. All right. Let's get into Mcfarland because we did talk about
McEffies.
McF.
Yes. Oh man, is that McFarlane's design for a sword-wielding Batman? Genius.
did McFarland actually repost somebody's picture there? That's homeboy
Yeah.
that always takes pictures with that spray water.
Yeah, they did repost this picture.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how do you
I was
not
like,
look at
this
this
style
tonight
looks
and be
very
like, yeah, no. What was that book?
No, I was just like, this style of photography looks very familiar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But,
McFarlane has reposted some of my stuff before too, a long time ago.
Now, some new. He did announce that his like actual winter con kind of toy fair equivalent will be next weekend. They're giving NECA and Mezco room to breathe. Thank goodness, because all those other companies would have gotten lost in the shuffle if the Todd father was presenting that same weekend. So he's saving stuff for that coming weekend. But here's a few things since we last spoke. How about
Fizz?
The Princess Bride.
I've seen these figures in store. They look terrible. I saw the Andre, and I saw the other Princess Buttercup, and I was like, damn, man, this is one of my favorite movies. Like, this fucking sucks. And I left them there. But you bet your ass I'm gonna cop that Fizzini, man. Fucking Mr. Wallace himself. That one's getting copped.
Inconceivable guy, yeah. That's Ron Howard's brother.
Well, they don't look terrible right here.
Oh man, in person, get ready to be fucking shocked because they look like garbage. I'm the target audience. I'm a figure collector, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time. These figures suck, man. I couldn't do it. I was like, there's no way. I can't buy these. They look like shit.
Yeah, they don't. They look, like I wouldn't get them. They might match with your Witcher figures if you want your Witcher to have some bloodied up dudes. I mean, if you're into that.
All right, or like honestly, any like medieval setting, they don't look bad. I mean, hey, you know what?
Aside from the lack of soft goods, yeah.
Hey, no, there's soft goods on that Andre, isn't it?
Andre and Fezzik, yeah, they do have. Oh no, that is Fezzik. Andre has the cloak, but yeah, the other one, I think she has the soft goods skirt here that
she does.
Plugs in under her dress.
Yeah, she's got the Lego. She's got the Lego skirt.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
Oh my god. But if you're trying to match the aesthetic of the figures, then yeah, some bloodied up medieval looking guys for your Witcher to cut down, I think is good.
I'm really sitting here just trying to like see what could be salvaged from any of these, but
yo, man, hold on.
The DPR head is like,
How are we not talking about the fact that Inigo Montoya has a sword almost as big as he is? What the fuck?
And it lifts to one side.
What? Why is his sword so big? Look at that hilt. It's like bigger than his torso.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because I get that it's the design of the sword, but because it's in this very, very plasticky form, it is large. Yes.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that big in the movie. What the hell? Jesus Christ.
And the other dude's sword is bent. Pause.
Oh damn! Yeah, that sword looks like shit. In the
sheath. My god! Look at that in its sheath.
Damn, that's rough, man. This is
now.
This is Todd McFarlane showing off the Hunchback all over again, huh?
I guess so. All right, some more stuff. How about some new Batman 66 stuff? Boxer Batman and Riddler.
It's what everyone's been asking for. It's here, you guys. Stop the petitions. It's coming out.
Hang on, I need to offer a retraction because Bean is calling me out. I guess I confused Wallace Shaw with Clint Howard. My bad.
Yeah, I thought you were joking. I didn't think you were serious. That's not.
Oh, my bad. I guess that's the head sculpt doing that. No, someone let me out of this one, please.
Oh.
I need to bail out here.
Oh yeah, let's go back to the terrible boxing, huh?
Okay, yeah, let's go back. So yeah, more Batman 66 stuff is coming. He asked us to guess what the other two figures may be.
No.
Pass. Yes. Well, you won't get away that easy because it's Catwoman.
Eartha Kitt.
Yeah,
oh, that looks kind of good. I'm not gonna lie, that looks good.
That's the Eartha Kitt Catwoman.
Have we ever had a Eartha Kitt in figure form?
No, because I think Mattel did the other one because there was two Catwomen, right?
Yeah, they did the White Woman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is. Hey, you know what? Like we say, we give props where it's due. Here, it looks pretty good.
It's probably honestly the best, just because of the design too. It's probably the best looking of these 66 figures. Oh, they actually got her silhouette right.
It's not even close. This is like miles ahead of all the other figures in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild when she's taller than Batman.
No question.
I was about to say she's
got the tell right here. Oh yeah, she's for sure gonna be.
She's like a head taller than him. It looks like. Damn.
And how about okay, I'm gonna get this one right. This is Burgess Meredith, right?
Think
Yes.
so.
Yes. Burgess Meredith of the Penguin. Wow. I didn't realize his shirt was just so comically long.
I don't think it's supposed to be that long. I think it's supposed to be kind of more near the waist.
It does not seem like he comes with an umbrella accessory because people are complaining about it.
Why would it come with an umbrella? That doesn't make sense. Come on, Fabio.
Well, because it's in the copy.
Why would you want an umbrella when you could get those terrible cutouts?
Cutouts is generous. They're more like Play-Doh extrusions. And then here we go. Here's the Riddler set.
Jesus.
Batman and boxing gloves and the Riddler, and I don't know about this ring. Probably not a real ring. Probably one they just put together for this.
They probably asked the smallest person in the office to do that.
Yeah.
That's like a rock'em sock'em ring or some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there's 66 Batman, and the Todd father himself came at us with an announcement. This one's
Nice.
great because he's talking about, you know, the and we'll get to this, how DC Multiverse is the #1 figure line selling in the US and Canada. This is my favorite part though. He's like, okay, I'm talking about this Batman right now and all the exciting new licenses and stuff. DC Multiverse is one of them, but guess what? I'm done with this figure. Here's another thing I need in my hands. Someone just alley-ooped him the other box.
You already know who threw that figure to him.
The smallest woman in the fucking office, baby.
Yeah, there was a low angle coming there. But he's saying this is the DC Direct statue. So DC Direct producing something for the Batman, which is a current thing. So they're back, you know, and DC and Todd is distributing for them. Yeah, I love this. I'm 100% positive there's actually 2 people at least helping him off screen here. One that he tosses the thing to, and then the other one he receives.
You can see the
You know,
reflection next to his head.
Oh yeah, let's check them out.
Oh yeah, you could see the person.
I hope they're tagged. Yep. There, alley-oop. I love him. Just there you go. That's what I was looking for. Winter Showcase, February 25th to 27th. So that is next week, right?
You know,
Next
I
Friday
wanted
through
to-
Sunday.
I wanted to bring up something. I was at Target the other day and I seen this random figure in the Spawn line that's like wearing some sort of gas mask. I don't know what the fuck his name was, but I was just so disappointed and just flabbergasted at the fact that, do you guys realize this guy has not released a comic book Spawn in the Spawn line? And this figure line is like 10 figures deep.
Only really only the you know, the Kickstarter one kind
and-
of, you know,
And the Mortal Kombat one that's not
is in the Mortal Kombat line. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's so strange. I was just sitting there at that Target and I was counting in my head like, dude, there's been just like 10 figures and there's still not a base Spawn. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And there's
in this
variants
Spawn
already.
line?
You got Redeemer and like Dark Redeemer and like all this stuff.
Yeah, there's a shitload of figures in that line. There's fucking Spawn with a cowboy hat. Like, come on, what the fuck is going on over there? It's so weird. Like, who's making the, like, obviously it's him making these decisions, but like,
Yeah.
who's not telling him like, hey man, maybe we should release a Spawn?
Well, someone tried. Someone tried to give you a classic 1/6 scale Spawn, and it got shut down. Because this
Oh
popped up
man, yeah,
a couple days ago.
This was
Really?
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, this was nuts.
I couldn't be more clear about this. This is not Spawn, okay? This is Immortal Hero.
This is Respawn.
Yeah, this went up on all the third party sites for pre-order.
Yep.
And it got taken down. From
And it's gone.
And it's
Yeah,
gone.
every single site took it down immediately. Todd is not here to play no fucking third party games.
Yeah,
No, dude,
Todd,
nobody is more protective of their property than Todd. Come on.
he's obviously putting that money to good use with good lawyers.
That's very true.
Yeah,
There's one thing you know about Todd, okay? He loves plastic and he is litigious.
Oh, for sure.
Damn.
Well,
Yeah,
that
and then
that also, I mean,
think-
this is a 1/6 scale figure, but it also dashes my hopes that somebody will be brave enough to tackle a 112 version. But it's also like, yo, why don't you do it then, Todd? Hide all your articulation and all your cuts and make look at how crazy the soft goods 112 market is right now. You could, if you're
That's
so
the
great,
irony.
destroy them.
Yeah, that's the irony of this shit is that like you'd think he'd see this and be like, well, this is actually kind of nice. I probably need to try to do something similar. Like, what the fuck?
yeah,
You know?
and yeah, it's just it's so strange. It's his decision making is baffling. I don't get it, man.
Oh, the other thing about this dude, there's more pictures. Thank you, Lago Figs, by the way, who is in the chat.
He also did. Lago Figs also put up a post talking about the fact that it was taken down on all the sites.
But another thing to note about this dude is he was massive.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit!
This was actually the one and only figure that I saw. I mean, the one and only picture that I saw. Excuse me. I don't even know where I saw this, but yeah, I saw,
Almost like a quarter scale.
Imagine you're gonna get the best Spawn figure to ever be made, and then it's just snatched away from you. This is crazy. I just can't believe they did this because this is like, it's so hard to find these companies. Like, trust me, man. Fucking Hasbro would have been taking people down, or you know, a lot of these movie companies would be trying to take these companies down if they were easy to find. But they're just, people don't realize how impossible it is to find anyone in mainland China. It's like a fucking nightmare. It's crazy that he actually got them to do this. This dude must have his own fucking SEAL Team 6 at that office.
basically. It wasn't even that they did it legally. He just sent the fucking kill team over there and shot up the whole fucking office, I guess.
Yeah, and like, you know what? It's not even like it was a couple of days. It was like within 24 hours, it was gone. Like, yeah, man, you got to them that fast? Like, even Hasbro doesn't get to people this fast. What the fuck?
God's got shooters. Fuck Lord.
Man.
Nah, man.
Damn sure.
I would that would be the number one thing I'd love to ask Todd at any point. It's like, you see what the soft goods market is doing. You see how the 1/6 scale, 1/12 scale stuff is doing. Fine, nobody else can do it. I actually would love him to do it. I want it to be good. I'm not hoping for this, you know, in wanting it to fail. I want it to actually be dope. I want a soft goods spawn. And if Todd wants to give it to us, please make it fucking amazing.
Todd just strikes me as one of those people that you just can't change their mind. You can't tell them anything. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say,
think they know the best and have the best information, and like, you know, he can't be reasoned with.
I was just gonna say, man, like, I wish, like you know how I act on the show to be funny. Like, that's absolutely not how I act to to anybody in these companies. You know, I put on the nice face and I keep it cordial. But man, if I really didn't give a fuck, all you got to do is go to this guy's face and tell him that he can't do it, and then he'll try to do it. This guy be like, "Yeah, I think you fucking suck doing this if you try. I think you do a terrible job. You shouldn't even bother with it." That's the only way you'll get him to do it.
I kind of want to make it like it's his idea. Like, ask very leading questions. Be like, "That's a great idea,
Todd, you genius!
I've never even thought of this."
It's not as if a third-party company tried to do it and then you took them out of fucking sight.
And you know what? You did the right thing because you could do it better. Come on.
Who does it better than you and that little lady?
Well, I mean, on that note, there is a reason why Todd, you know, knows so much and why he does things the way that he does, because it's obviously working. You know, DC Multiverse was the #1 selling figure line in the US and Canada in 2021, with an asterisk in there because a little elaboration on the subject, thanks to our friend Ryan Ting from the Hasbro Marvel Legends team, acting non-Hasbro capacity here, just speaking on how things like this, you know, metric are measured.
Yeah,
and offering a different perspective on it, you know, as far as the analytics go.
Speaking of shooters, how about this guy going for the fucking headshot? Shout out to Ryan Ting. Ryan Ting just fucking taking Todd out from Rhode Island. Boom. Jesus.
Right. So this is in response to that above statement, and he's saying, Ryan Ting saying, of note, in tracking U.S. retail point of sale data, NPD does not aggregate a manufacturer's similar waves / assortments / collections with unique item numbers. A hypothetical product line with 10 waves, all under the same assortment number, has total sales consolidated into a single row in the summary data view. However, an identical line of 10 waves, each under a unique assortment number, is represented by 10 separate rows in the data. Quite an important distinction in determining the true top-selling items. And then Kermit sips some tea after that.
I mean,
Jeez.
this is what these guys do. Literally, they are the mathematical brains in the marketing department. So this is really what they do. So I wouldn't doubt Ryan's data and his analysis of all the data over Todd, who is not really the numbers person. I mean, he's the head of his company and everything like that. But like,
he is the numbers person, just the good ones.
But that's very interesting, and I love it because it's so catty.
Right. So really, I mean, if you want to read this another way, DC Multiverse outsold, I mean, basically just one Marvel Legends wave. Like any of the other, if it's DC Multiverse and then 10 lines of Legends underneath it, then I mean, technically they sold more than just one of the waves, right? Because you'd have to add all 10 waves together to get the true number of sales compared to the one line of data represented by Todd.
Yeah, honestly, even taking Hasbro out of the equation, like, fuck it, let's not be, Legends fanboys here for a second. I don't think that they would beat the WWE Elite line. I don't think that they'd beat NECA's Ninja Turtles line either. Honestly, if we're keeping it real, I don't think he'd beat those numbers either.
I mean, it's because of how many SKUs that like line puts out every year or in a year, and I guess Todd is just always the same SKU, the same wave essentially. It's as if every Build-A-Figure wave was just one wave. It's kind of weird. Here we go. AZ Toy Hunters Guild. He nailed it. He outsold the Eternals line. That is something.
Oh, he for sure outsold that line.
So that is actually very interesting. So thank you, Ryan Tang, for that. Let's get the story straight.
That's fantastic.
Is that it? What's up? We had some SHF news, or we got to that already?
Wait, Pancho, what was besides SL?
Thor and Jane.
What?
Right?
What?
What?
Hello?
Yeah.
Said Thor and Jane.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought you said
was one word.
I thought you said Orange AIDS.
No.
I was like, what is he talking about? Orange who?
Oh, and a little Marvel Select too.
Mm.
So we got to talk. May's new thing.
Oh yeah.
Correction for earlier. Imperfect Cell is under the Battle Hour thing because he's a main character in that new like survival horror game that's coming out. That's like
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I forgot that thing looks so cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Sorry. Who has pictures of Thor and Jane? Are they on Instagram?
Just literally go to Ami's front page.
Okay.
They have a 2-pack and then a single listing. I don't know which one would show the most pictures, but
I think Isaac Wong had showed them. Oh, I didn't even realize they went out for pre-order already. Wow.
Yeah, they closed. Yeah, they sold out.
Dang. So not only is this first look at the figures, this is first look at both of these designs from the movie.
I just can't fathom that Marvel allowed this. Like, my mind can't like compute this.
Yeah, this seems like a huge cat to let out the bag.
Well, there is some key art that leaked like a month ago or something. That had like it was like a whole lineup of figures coming out this year. Or not figures, but like it was key art for 2022 MCU characters. And they had these designs on them.
I wonder how accurate it really is, though.
Yeah, they've been wrong before, and it's just the nature of the business. Marvel doesn't show everything, or
Yeah.
they update
Or
things along the way.
It
Or...
could be accurate to the pre-release designs that they got, but who knows if they'll be different when the movie actually comes out.
Can we
Is
talk
it just
about how
me, or
much that?
does that head sculpt look kind of large for the body right there?
I was gonna say that looks nothing like Natalie Portman.
And that
Like not even a little bit.
No,
Like,
it does not.
It looks nothing like Natalie Portman. Maybe they
Well,
couldn't get the rights to her. Huh?
maybe that's the spoiler. Maybe it's not Natalie Portman.
It's,
That would be.
It's blonde woman.
She kind of looks like Maria Hill.
Yeah,
It
that's
looks
true.
more like Maria Hill than it looks like Natalie
Yeah.
Portman.
For real.
Hey, cloth
Um,
goods. What are you thinking about these cloth goods, Fabio?
Well, I mean, they've been doing all right.
They
They've been doing
have.
all right the past couple of times that they did it. The Thor figure, the Avengers, the first Avengers movie Thor that they put out this past year was in my top 10 figures across all lines. That cape was really nicely done.
Those capes are a little thick, huh?
That does look thick though. I don't know what's up with that.
And the stitching isn't great. Hopefully that's just the sample, but really weird.
And then they give you that big ass plastic like loincloth skirt thing too. So
I know.
it's just
Great.
gonna be- that shit looks hard as fuck.
It's not even like a Legends figure where you can justify like making your own X-Acto knife slit. Like you don't want to cut like
Yeah, you're not about to cut
a
a
fucking
$80-$90 figure and shit.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of rough.
Could I see?
Thor?
let's look at the Thor now.
Now this looks like shit to me. The Jane Foster looks okay, but I don't like this Thor design at all. And also, I don't like the head sculpt. I don't like any of this. The skin tone looks weird.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but somebody in Plastic and Paint, I think, was like, "Oh shit, it's Eternals Thor."
Yeah. Right.
That's very funny. That's exactly how
I
that
kind of see like the King Thor influence, like kind of the golden armor,
Mhm.
but I don't know. It's just weird. It kind of looks like that the Todd McFarlane Wonder Woman that has like a bunch of like blue and yellow,
Mm.
Oh,
blue and
yeah.
gold, and then like a little bit of red. Where I feel like there should be some. I don't know. Not that I really know costume design like that, but
Surprised these
as
sold
far
out.
as the soft goods, I don't like these capes. These look like GPS lot capes, which are fine because they're $6 on or $10 on GPS lot or whatever, but maybe less than $20. But like, I don't know. This looks weird. Look like airplane blankets.
You know what might be part of why these look kind of bad too is the lighting is a little odd. It doesn't even look like their normal like light setup or something. I don't know.
That doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth either. It looks like Chris Pine.
Oh my god, it does.
He also looks like he's got like cornrows too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing his Norman Osborn shit, huh?
It looks like he like had a helmet on, or like this hair is like the helmet head sculpt head.
That is a travesty, man. That he like almost never wears a fucking helmet in these movies.
Looks like Natalie Portman couldn't get the same deal on her contract. Hey, at least gotta have the helmet on her, because I guess that was kind of the gimmick of the character at first, is that she was kind of fully masked, so we didn't know who this lady Thor was at first.
Right. Yeah, that was part of it.
And look at this, she has Mjolnir repaired too.
Right. Another fucking spoiler through the toy. I mean, I guess Lego's been doing this shit for years, so it's time somebody else gets to spoil some shit, I guess.
Dang, okay, so they didn't keep the hammer from the altar. Oh yeah, they put it back. That's right.
Put it back together again.
Like this one is like shattered too. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh well, Fabio. If you look at another picture, her thing is the Mjolnir is shattered in one of the pictures, and then in another picture, it's not shattered. So this is very spoilery. Like
Interesting.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, there it's all cracked, right? But then here it's like it kind of looks like it's shattering right here. Like it's in the middle of being shattered.
You know what? I did not even notice that before. I thought it was just some effect. I didn't even really look closely at it. Yeah, it looks like it's actually exploded.
Yeah, and then if you go to
And
the
this one
picture
actually
with,
looks like it's the hammer intact with the lightning.
yeah, and if you go to the picture with her and Thor together, nothing's wrong with the hammer anymore.
Oh no,
It
it's
just has the crack, but yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So I guess it gained the ability to destroy itself and recombobulate again.
That's the special nanotech Mjolnir.
When is this Thor Love and Thunder thing slated for?
Let me check.
I think September.
Well, tell me when the figures are coming out. I guess that because usually they're kind of on point with this shit.
That I don't know. Does it say here?
Yeah,
June 2022. Pretty soon, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think let me see when the movie is actually. Is that the movie or just the figures?
No, that's the figures, but I would assume that the movie might be a summer release too.
Yeah, July 8th.
July 8th, baby.
Oh, there we have it. So that means the figures will get pushed back 1 month, probably, at least one pushback, and it'll come out right when the movie comes out. Here it is. We solved the case. All right.
Yeah,
So
we did.
Chef, Jane Forster, Thor, and Thor.
We solved the case. Moe's in socks.
Was that it from SHF? Was it something else?
I think so.
Like we talked about Cell, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just talked about Cell. Yeah. What was the other
news? Only other news would be that they put up the twins again, the Star Wars twins pre-order. Those are on AmiAmi.
What twins are we talking about?
From the Star Wars Visions, the Sith and the Jedi, the girl from Star Wars Visions anime.
Yeah, the
Star Wars
old
anime?
Target exclusives.
Old Target exclusives, but apparently also go on AmiAmi internationally. Remember that? Okay, I guess not. All right.
They're sold out already too.
Yeah, those sold out.
What's next? Is that about it?
Yeah, I
That's
think
the news, right?
But that's definitely it for SHF. Well, it was like a couple of like little quick hits of like little things that I think we dropped in the chat. There's been a lot of stuff over the week that just popped up.
Let me see.
Would you guys watch this past week though? I guess we'll be getting into that.
Oh, Marvel Select.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
That was one thing for sure. Just a friendly reminder that this coming Monday is going to be Hasbro's sort of Toy Fair time event. They'll have a Fan First Monday, February 21st, 2022. So we'll hear quite a bit from Hasbro. Again, this is around the time that Toy Fair, New York Toy Fair would normally be happening. So all of the companies are going to be putting out a lot of stuff for fourth quarter and for first quarter 2023 as far as what's slated to come out. But yeah, go ahead. Marvel Select Vision.
Marvel Select Vision, the sculpted by May Shelf. You know, it's looking good. I'm looking for the accessory picture right now. I forgot who
I
that
sent it in the chat.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. This looks good though. 7-inch scale, Marvel Select. But as far as here we go. The accessory spread is very, very good.
Quite surprising.
Look at this. For a select figure, I mean, they're giving you like NECA Ultimates level stuff here.
Yeah, and that angry face, my God.
Yeah, I like this. This looks very good, if only for the effects. I wonder if he'll come with a base too.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Maybe. Probably not though, because you're getting one or the other. I feel like accessories or a base. I think Select has kind of moved away from the bases, right?
Yeah, I just wish that they'd stick more to bigger characters. But this is cool. This is sick.
When's this due?
Didn't say, did it? I don't know if it's officially like up for sale. Maybe it is. This was confusing because it's. I guess it's for Marvelous News. Let me see if Marvelous News has.
If it's not on Big Bad Toy Store, Probably a while away. I don't see it on BBTS.
Let me check the old Marvy news.
While he's doing that, something
Here we
to
go.
note: Reveltech All Might went back up on pre-order. It's getting re-released. So
Yes.
anybody that missed
Also,
All Might,
Eamon
Say again?
O'Donoghue. That's who designed it. There we go.
Also, Snuggy Batman went back up as well.
Who's Snuggy Batman?
The Hush blue and gray Batman.
Oh man, you still hate that thing? Come on, man.
Mafek's blue and gray Hush Batman had went back up too. It's probably sold out again. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a few things that went up on BBTS that was worth taking a look at. Oh, I see they got this Playmates The Last Ronin figure up here right now too that we just talked about.
Yikes.
What's All Might looking like? All Might is still up for pre-order. Yes.
August 2022 for Vision. Here you go.
Okay.
Ooh,
So relatively soon.
August 2022. That is pretty soon.
So Vision. Wow. And then there was this that also went up, if anyone's into that. Uncharted, Nathan Drake, Tom Holland.
Well, I don't think Tom Holland is ever gonna look that old in his life.
Wow, he does look very mature. That is very funny. Who?
There you go.
That's Diamond Select. Okay.
Yeah. There was another thing. Sorry. Because I've been hovering over the pre-order button for these because I'm very interested, and I'm kind of bummed I missed Wave 1, in fact. But Super 7 got some new Ultimates. Their own in-house designer line here called The Worst. These are the latest 2 characters from The Worst, which they've also done in Reaction, but this is Wave 2 of their Ultimates. These are pretty dope. I'm honestly pretty interested in these. First up is Black Falcon.
Okay. He's not black, nor does he have wings.
His shield does.
The shield. Got it.
Yeah. But I think the Falcon thing comes because he has this kind of like.
Oh yeah, he's got a few little.
feathers,
Oh
yeah.
God, is he like ancient dead Ghostface Killer? He's got the Falcon.
Yeah. He's got a lunch bag. He's got a thermos. All the classic undead warrior trappings, right?
You got to put up a picture of Ghostface Killer with the big Falcon kind of like gauntlet thing.
Got some soft goods for CJ as well here.
Are we not going to mention that a lot of times we've given you know what? No, we've given them shit, but we've written off their high price of Ultimates because we say like, oh man, they got to pay a licensing fee. What's going on here? They're not paying. They don't pay no fees on this, man. What's going on?
No, this is just the price of Ultimates.
That's terrible. That is terrible.
It is going to cost me, 2 of these is going to cost me a Mezco. So I got to think about it in those terms. But,
let
these are sick.
Hasbro try to charge $26 for a fucking G.I. Joe, and I'm egging their offices.
Tell me they didn't steal that from Ghostface Killer, man.
Oh, for sure. What the hell?
Well, you got to send me a reference picture. I don't know what that means.
It's in the chat. They straight up stole that from Ghostface. What the fuck?
It actually could be because Super 7 is like always.
Yeah, it could be a play. It could be a play on it. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't know this was a thing. That's cool. But yeah, look, he does have that.
It's very funny.
Some interchangeable parts, and it kind of goes like it looks like it would go well with Mythic Legions too.
Yeah, got it. Oh, you also have to have the thermos and the lunch bag.
Got to.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on there with the little druid thing? That whole thing is.
It's a soft goods, soft goods cloak for the Robot Reaper.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
I think this is super dope. This is, literally what it sounds like. He's the Grim Reaper, but in a robot form. He's got all these interchangeable heads and a scythe that attaches to his hand.
A floppy disk. Wow.
Floppy disk. He's got a Game Boy punch. Hello. He's got the Windows 98 Hourglass. Come on, man.
Poncho's a gamer, man.
Poncho, you're a gamer. What do you think of this?
It's I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life. We'll give him a pass.
Well, that's
It
what
looks
he
cool.
actually looks like with the cloak on and stuff. Yeah, I think this is cool. I remember the first one. I was like, the first wave. I was like, okay, it's cool, but I don't know, just a little out of my wheelhouse. But these are like kind of a little more in my wheelhouse. These are super cool.
I just said shit about the prices, but I think I would buy that robot, dude.
Yeah,
This is cool. I do like this. Yes.
yeah.
It's very tongue in cheek and just I like it because of that. It's
Yeah.
very-
This is what I want out of like, designer figures,
Yeah.
just jokes and like I love the copy here. This eerie electronic emissary of eternal extermination is hardwired for horror and programmed for pain. It's like I wrote this crap.
yeah.
I
Oh,
love
for
it.
sure. That I thought you just made that up on the fly. Honestly.
A cold calculating computer with a corrupted file. I mean, like all that. It's so fun. I love
Jeez.
alliteration. I love wordplay. I love clever designs like this. Curious to see what like the story, not the story, but like the meaning behind these heads are. One's here we go. Past CPU, present CPU, future CPU. So you got past, present, future versions of these guys.
Shout out to the loading.
Yeah, the hourglass.
Hourglass. There we go.
Cool. I think this is. I like the kind of like retro futurism or like the cassette futurism of it. This is super sick.
That's
I don't know who
fine.
designed this. I hope it was. I don't think it was Kyle because I don't think he posted saying that he did. But if this was Kyle, great job. These are super cool. I may jump in. I honestly, when is this open until? I don't know, but hey, do some shop pay installments. Screw it. I don't think the first wave has arrived yet, but just to recap.
Color me shocked.
Yeah.
Something from fucking Super 7 hasn't released yet?
It has
Can't
not.
believe it.
Oh, okay. I remember these. Here we go. It was Batula and the other guy. Captain Deadstar, these boys.
Scott Bakula?
No, this guy, man. We talked about these on the show before.
This is terrible. I don't know what this is, but this sucks.
So, robot, or not a robot, it's a skull pirate captain. Come on, he's got a chest and a map and a parrot.
Man, they're really taking pages out of the Mezco handbook. Oh, everybody's got a skull.
Yeah, got to. What about Batula? Come on, man.
What
Remember
is
this one? I thought this one was fun because the glasses on him looks like the Nick Cage glasses from the one where he's in a vampire movie.
Man, if this guy isn't a Scooby-Doo villain,
Right?
I'm shocked.
The skull cane. I mean, yeah, I love all the designs of this. And honestly, this wave 2 has more stuff.
Why don't I
more
remember this shit? I don't remember this in the slightest.
No, I remember talking about these. I, kind of breezed past them, I'm sure, but the fact that they are, now 2 waves in shows maybe they will give us all of these guys.
They have gone up 1 cent as well. Those were
Look at that.
54, not at 55.
Damn. They're playing pennies out here.
Oh, they have a few of the reaction versions just to kind of give you an idea of some other characters. A werewolf biker. Come on. Who's not going to get a werewolf biker ultimate?
Well, might have to take on my Undertaker.
Cool.
Shedusa?
She-Dusa?
Shedusa. Okay.
Yeah.
Medusa was always a woman. What the? I
Um,
love how the figure looks nothing like the key art. That's
it's a different colorway.
it's hilarious.
Color 3. Yeah, they could have changed the art, but yeah. I do like the art on these as well. Just, again, this is what I like out of, companies doing their own characters and designs and stuff. Just, it's fun. Robot Reaper, though, definitely a highlight for me.
Speaking of previous things shown by companies, Fabio, I sent you a link. E. Rivera made a post
Oh,
showing
I
what
got
was
tagged
shown.
in it. Am I expected to respond to this?
Oh man, you think that
what
you
if-
could be on here?
Why am I getting
touting-
tagged in people's complaining about Mezco posts? Why can't people just live their lives?
I think it's because
Wait,
he's
what's the post?
All right, I'll pull it up.
it's,
This is E. Rivera, lovingly putting together all the reveals from last year's Toy Fair.
If he's the one
Toyz
that
fair.
tagged you, it's because
Ah,
he's
well,
probably
this is what
watching
I
the
just
show right now.
asked about, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what you asked about, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, what the point he's making is like, hey, only Rumble Society stuff was released last year from all the stuff shown here.
Wow.
Which, yeah,
that-
that's the only stuff we got in hand. But a lot of these pre-orders went up too. So
That's
the question I was answering for you, Boog, was which ones have not gone up for pre-order yet. So that's why I said it was Conquest, Apes, Green Ranger, something else I had said. But I guess this Bill and Ted was not up yet.
Oh, we definitely will
Grub's
see
not
that
up.
Spider-Gwen either.
She's not up for pre-order, but 2099 I think was shown later, and he went up first. So I think that the feeling is like, well, they showed these to us at this convention, therefore, like, we should already have them in hand by the next convention's
Well,
time.
I don't know that I believe that. It's not that they should be in hand, but I mean, damn, this is a bad track record, though.
As far as stuff in hand, but most of these did go up as pre-orders, though. The minority did not go up at all in the last year that we still haven't seen pre-orders for, which is what I was answering.
Well,
But as far as
it's the idea that we're about to have all of these other reveals this weekend. Why am I echoing?
oh, my bad.
We about to have all these other reveals this weekend, but new reveals, and we still waiting for a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
It's
which is
piling up.
fine, which I get totally. It's a great sentiment to have, but this is all tied up also in people who like get everything, like, and so I don't know if I'm only collecting Mezco, so I'm cool like waiting around for when things come out at their schedule because I'm not, really fiending after other stuff. I'll just get the stuff when it comes out. I'm not really too worried about it. If you're, I guess, collecting other stuff, you're kind of used to getting a steady flow of things all the time, and some people are more attached to licensed properties in general, so of course they don't care when Rumble Society stuff comes out and feels like it's taking a slot away from the licensed stuff that they actually want. But it's just not the case because the licensed stuff is the stuff that's getting delayed because of all these pandemic industry-wide delays in general. Whereas Mezco can be like, yeah, we are the licensor. We'll just push everything through. It's already been shown that they come from different factories on different production schedules.
We don't know Mezco's like inner workings of the business and what's going on. I've been asking for 3 or 4 years now whether or not Mezco is actually even profitable at this particular point, because there must be some type of situation with being cash strapped or something to keep relying on their own in-house properties to actually put shit out and get things in people's hands, and it's few and far in between with the licensed stuff. So
Yeah,
even if you only collected Mezco, it's still a pretty poor kind of track record in terms of putting shit out and putting shit out.
I will say it's really weird that, I mean, you could excuse it if they only had a couple of licenses, but they have a wide array of licenses, and it can't be that every single licensor is a holdup. And I also I just think that it's odd that they're obviously paying for these licenses and they're not cheap, and that they're taking so long to make. So like, man, it must be rough on these guys because they're not making anything back on the investment of the licenses right now. It's rough.
Well, they already made their money on them technically with the pre-orders.
Right.
They don't get any more money when the actual figures come out.
Well, I mean, there's no pre-order for those Power Rangers. They paid for that license, and there's no return on that right now.
That could be licensor. I mean, who knows if Hasbro's making them delay stuff? Or, I mean, we really don't know. I think more than anything, I want people to get away from the mentality of like, they are purposely delaying everything licensed so they could put their stupid Rumble Society stuff forward. Like, I really don't think that's the case. That is like, do you really think a company is that malicious?
It's not purposeful. There's some reason behind it. We don't know what that reason is. And
Right,
again,
exactly.
leaning towards
I'm speculating like I always do. More than anything, what I am trying to counter is that mentality. You really think that that's what's happening? Not you, Boog, but like the general you. Do you really think that's what's happening, or are you just mad because you feel entitled to your licensed properties?
Yeah, it's like I said. I mean, it definitely can't be purposeful because I mean, they're paying for these licenses.
Right, right,
They gotta make their money back. Like, there's no
right.
money being
Maybe
made on that
maybe
Power
shoot
Rangers
themselves in
right
the
now.
foot if it was purposeful. That wouldn't make any
Mhm.
sense. But there is some purpose to it. There's got to be some reason. And again, I just keep leaning towards it being a cash strap issue or some type of issue with actually not even making money just yet. It takes a long time when you start in a business. Even though Mezco's been around for a long time, they started the business of the 112 collective line, not that long ago. So it takes a while for you to be profitable and for shit to really start clicking properly. So I don't know. That's they have a good thing though with their licensed stuff, and because they're also just basically using both, like they have their licensed stuff, and then their Rumble Society stuff is pretty much identical to the licensed stuff, just swapping out heads for their characters, basically, and shit like that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying a lot to say that that they're using the same parts and shit like that. So you think they'd be making money hand over fist right now? I don't know.
Yeah, I just more than anything want to clarify if you misunderstood, if anyone misunderstood what I was saying earlier, as far as like, yeah, well, most of the stuff that they showed last year, except for a few things, that I meant to clarify as far as they've been pre-ordered. We might not have them in hand yet, but they've at least gone up for a solicitation, and they wouldn't go up for a solicitation unless that level of the approval was at least completed, So the fact that we haven't even seen Power Rangers up for solicitation, that we haven't seen Spider-Gwen, who else has not been from here? I think the Addams Family, we got pretty much everything else here except for the Rufus set here, the Bill and Ted stuff. So like the stuff has at least been up for pre-order, you know what I mean? Whether we get it in hand this year, yeah, that's another issue, and I get that. But this is where being if you're someone who's really beholden to a property and you just collect stuff from that property across all companies or across several companies, then yeah, it's very easy to compare in your head. Like, well, this company does it great, and this company is delaying it forever, so they suck. Like, okay, fine, but maybe that it's time to cut back on the companies that you collect just for that license. Maybe this company is not for you. Like, I don't know. I would have a harder time. Like, I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't complain about something. I just straight up would like take it out of my life, if it really bothered me that much. Like, I get it. I want my toys too. I fully paid for 89 Batman. Like, but I have a dude that DMs me like, hey, when's Dr. Doom coming out? Several times. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't have any inside track on it. It'll go up for solicitation when it goes up for solicitation. I really can't tell you. Just live your life. And then when it comes out, then pre-order it and then continue to live your life.
You know what? I don't believe you. You have to know the answer, and you're lying to me.
I mean, I sit around MezcoCon waiting for setups to make the "Where's my 89 Batman" punchline,
Yeah.
And it's low hanging fruit, and I do it every time. I mean, we've even seen. I mean, none of the Power Rangers have gone up. We've at least seen the team, like the multi-pack, at one of the other cons, but that's still not up. I mean, there's the stuff across some of the other cons as well, not a year out like this one was compared to last year. But that's just the way it is, man. Like that's how every company operates differently. We don't like Super 7 taking $55 deposits per figure up front, but that's the way they do business. Like, and if that's not for you, then you just don't collect them. I don't know. I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from collecting anything.
All right. We talked about this shit long enough. Fuck Mezco. Moving on.
See, that's a great attitude. Just say fuck Mezco and move on. You don't have to whatever. There's plenty of stuff I don't like, but hey.
Not literally fuck Mezco. I like Mezco, but I'm just saying. All right. What else we got? I think that's it pretty much as far as like regular shit. What did we watch this past week? Everybody saw Peacemaker.
Yeah, it was a good finale.
Yeah, it was a good finale for sure. Super surprised at the end, even though I guess I kind of got like spoiled a little bit from that or whatever from the final scene. We talking spoilers?
We can. Yeah.
You saw it, P? No,
I
you didn't
just
see
saw
it.
the clip.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we saw the season finale of Peacemaker, and I think we actually got word that they got extended for a season 2 already. I feel like that information came out this week as well. But yeah, so it was the final boss fight basically, and I wouldn't even say this was the biggest thing about the episode, but it was cool. Was that we saw some of the Justice League appear at the end after it was all said and done, after the Peacemaker and crew had already saved the day. So we actually did see Jason Momoa and did we? Was it actually them? Yeah, it was, right?
Yeah.
Jason Momoa and
Ezra
homeboy that
Miller.
plays the Flash. Huh? Ezra
Ezra
Miller,
Miller.
yes. And then we saw just some like floating silhouette of Superman. and a silhouette of Wonder Woman as well. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Yeah, that's it, I guess. What do you guys think about this last episode?
Did anybody else like start to dislike A.C.B.A more and more as the series went on? Like at first, you thought she was gonna be great, and then she like actually annoyed me by the end of it. So that when her betrayal, you know, when they find out that she had put the diary and all that stuff, actually gave me the attitude of like, yeah, you suck, you know, along with the characters.
Well, she's Amanda Waller's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So she was actually kind of supposed to be the heel in a way, I guess. But I kept waiting for her to be like some secret weapon and have some powers or some shit. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But
she
yeah,
kind of was the secret weapon.
I mean, was she?
Yeah, the human torpedo, right?
Yeah. At the end, I thought she was gonna just be dead. Actually.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna break her spine.
Right.
I cannot believe that that ending was really weird. I don't know why she like. I mean, I get it. It's like for the audience to go like, oh, but like, I don't know why she threw her mom under the bus.
Yeah,
Also,
I didn't. That didn't make any sense.
it didn't make any. She was the only person on the show that was never mad at her mother. So I really like. I would have understood if like the whole show she was like, "Man, I hate my mom," or like she has something against her mother. But like she like has been speaking lovingly to her mother the entire series.
Right. She knew the whole situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? For the most part.
It's really weird that she just threw her mom under the bus and like talked about Task Force X when they're not even Task Force X.
Well,
really
no, she
weird.
told them about Task Force X, and then also this operation. I think they were like, she was blowing up everything. It wasn't just the operation, but like the fact that this operation was tangentially related to this other thing. And by the way, there's this thing called Task Force X.
Yeah, that was really weird. It was strange writing.
I think it made sense in terms of like everybody's getting out from under their abusive parents kind of way, you know, Peacemaker and now her.
But that's not how she ever came off. That's the point that I'm making. Their relationship was always made nice, and they were very loving to each other. Like as shitty as Amanda Waller is to the rest of the world, she never seemed like she was that way to her daughter.
I mean, that's
it's
true.
Really weird.
Yeah, I guess in the show, no. I guess it's kind of like it hinges on you just knowing, yeah, Amanda Waller is that stone cold bitch.
I mean, she wasn't like mean to the daughter, but she did kind of put her in a situation where she could have just died at any moment, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she definitely
and
did.
How can you not hate Amanda? She's the worst. Nepotism. Come on.
Yeah.
She got the job on nepotism.
Definitely hated A.C.B.A as the show went on. And I don't ever like the character in the show that is supposed to be the relatable human. I don't like that shit. Like that shit, I hate it. Such a terrible trope. Like, dude, I don't need a human to go along with me on this story about these fucking robots beating the shit out of other robots, or this guy with a metal helmet beating the shit out of somebody else. Like, I don't need Like I don't need that anymore. I don't think anybody needs that anymore. It's so strange. Like nobody's watching this show that doesn't know
It's
what the
sort of
fuck.
like
Anyways,
it's sort of like the love story trope as well, and how almost every story has to have some type of romance in it as well too. So yeah, I feel you on
yeah, it was a dope ending though. And how crazy was it that I don't know if anybody read, James Gunn said that everything that had to do with the Flash at least
that.
was all shot by Marvel. Um, I
Huh?
guess I guess what happened was that he was shooting Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and he like met Ezra Miller somewhere and he was like, "Hey man, I did this thing with Jason." And like, "Do you want to do it?" And like last second he was like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's do it." And he was like, "Well, the show's already over. Like, you just want to come down to the Guardians of the Galaxy set and we'll shoot it really quick." And that's exactly what happened. And
That's
yeah,
wild.
how crazy is that shit? Yeah, it was shot on a Marvel soundstage with Marvel equipment on a fucking Marvel set and shit.
That's
That's
That
hilarious.
that's pretty dope. I was honestly shocked. I'd heard rumors. I didn't fucking believe it. I was like, man, there's no connection with Peacemaker and the Justice League. I thought to myself, like, there's no like this isn't gonna happen. And wow, fucking totally did, and it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was good. I also kind of like how nobody was like even like moved by the fact that the biggest superheroes in that universe showed up and shit. They just was kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck
They
you.
just told
You
them all
guys
to
are
fuck
late.
off. Fuck you guys.
All right, so yeah, there was that. Peacemaker is done.
Setting up an interesting dynamic for season 2 because he's gonna have like Dexter's dad haunting him, kind of thing.
Right.
Well, crazy enough, that whole thing about like his dad haunting him, that's actually all the way back from the 80s. That was like always his thing. Is like his father is like a ghost that haunts him and like kind of makes him go insane in the comic books. I don't think it's gonna be that way in the show, but
Mm.
like in the comics, like he drives Peacemaker to insanity, or like Peacemaker's imagination drives himself into insanity, I guess.
Well, all right. So Peacemaker. Yep.
That was good.
What else? What else? Did you guys see?
Euphoria. Hello.
I didn't see you. I
Still
didn't see
haven't
you
watched it.
yet.
Wait, which one was it this week?
Was it a new episode this week? This past week?
Yeah,
I
there
feel like.
was. Was this the best episode, or was the episode before that one the best episode?
Are you
Oh, I
sure?
think it.
So
Yeah.
this past week was it? Didn't they take a break for the Super Bowl weekend or some shit? I don't know.
No, it was on. It like the meme was going around that the real Super Bowl was Cassie versus Maddie.
I didn't see the episode yet, so
Oh
Oh
man, it's
man,
watch it after this.
super
we're
hard to top the last one, but this one was really really good too.
the biggest thing we forgot to talk about. We should be ashamed of ourselves. How
What's
the
that?
fuck are we not talking about the Doctor Strange trailer?
Oh my god, yeah. Come on, man.
What the hell?
Why? What's going on, man?
Yeah,
We're,
that shit.
we're fighting for our lives now. Jeez.
I'm kind of getting a little like exhausted with the amount of like speculation and like shit that comes out after these trailers, man. I'm kind of feeling like P now. Like I don't even want to like see any of this shit. I just want to see Movie Blonde. You know?
I definitely don't want to see people fucking speculating in comment sections anymore. It's just sometimes, man, and I'm sure we all know people like this, they take things too far. Like, you see this? This must mean this, and like
Yeah.
this, and then
I watched one of the Nerdist ones, and I'm like, this is reaching, man.
yeah, or like it's even like, you know what? Okay, speculate, whatever. I do that all the time. But like, it's the worst when people are speculating and then arguing with each other about their speculations. Like, dude, are you seriously arguing assumptions? Like, who the fuck cares? No, that theory makes no sense. Did you notice? And they're like, I don't know.
But yeah,
Over
it's like,
that. For
it's like
sure.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a-
mean, there's obvious stuff that seems like a no-brainer, but I don't know. Some of the other stuff I've seen like being reached for is a little out of control. But the main thing is that the we got like the first big official trailer. Before it was just a teaser. So it's kind of setting up Wanda to be the villain. I'm pulling up the art right now. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
There's perhaps the Illuminati.
Perhaps we did hear Patrick Stewart's voice. That was clear as day. There's no speculation on that. His voice is very distinct. So we definitely
Yeah. And he's being led into a room by Ultron bots, possibly Tom's Ultron bots. I mean,
So that's interesting for sure, but that's where I'm like, okay, is that reaching just a little too far? Because we do see like some of that, something having like a laser battle right here, right? That kind of looks like, to me, Captain Marvel. So when people are like, "Oh, that's in Superior Iron Man," I'm like, I don't know.
No, well, Fabio, I don't think you haven't seen like the thing people talking about Marvel fucking with everybody? There's 2 frames, and in one frame it's 100% Tom Cruise, and in another frame it's her. It's really weird.
I think this is Monica Rambeau, dude.
No, it is, but there's another frame in those moments where it's not her, and it looks exactly like Tom.
I think people want to see that.
I sent them in the chat. Well, Tom is in the movie. We know he's in it. There's like CGI pictures of him on set. We know he's in the movie. But
really,
Tom, Mr. Cruzy, the bad boy, the one who has a need for speed. He's in the movie.
Where did you send these pictures? Oh,
he's also brought it up in an interview before, I believe.
Well, the whole thing was that he
Molina level, but
the whole thing was that he was originally eyed for Robert Downey Jr.'s role in the original Iron Man, right?
Well, he wasn't eyed. This movie was for him, and he just didn't do it.
I don't know.
Like,
how can anyone say that's definitely anything?
That's fucking Tom Cruise, man. That's not Captain Marvel.
You can't tell at all who that is.
But like with the beard, well, you know what? Okay, Tom Cruise or not, that's definitely not Monica Rambeau.
All right, it's definitely a man.
Beard,
definitely
that's a fucking dude. That's a man.
It's definitely a man, but it also looks.
Look at those hips. What are you talking about? Is that a man?
Why are we doing
Look at
this?
the face, Fabio.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm looking at the face, but it definitely looks like Superior Iron Man.
But the Marvel has fucked with people before. Everybody remembers the trailers of seeing Hulk on the battlefield. That fucking never happened.
That never happened. Sure.
They both might not be in that.
Okay, but you remember when everybody thought in this Far From Home, in the No Way Home trailer, that the lady who turned out to be the Harvard admissions lady was like, oh, that's just another person that they CGI'd for the trailer, and it turned out to be exactly who it was. So it's gone both ways.
People said that?
Yeah, people were. I think we even said it on the podcast. There's one frame where Spider-Man's looking at Doc Ock, and there's the lady in the car with the window rolled down. Everyone's like, I don't know. She looks like she's kind of weirdly superimposed in there. Probably just CGI replacement for the trailer, and then it'll be an actually important character in the car. And I guess it turned out to be true. She was important to the plot.
Right, I do remember that.
They're definitely fucking with us, though.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be quite a few things that we saw here that we will not see in the movie.
I just think the colorway, like if it clearly looked more Iron Man-ish and was making the Iron Man noises, okay. But come on. This is the color palette, the power set, everything is Captain Marvel.
We're talking about potentially Iron Man from a totally different universe, so we don't know.
Why would he have Captain Marvel powers?
Well, I don't know about Captain Marvel powers, but I know that Superior Iron Man is superior. It's different.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We're talking about variants coming together as the Illuminati, possibly. I don't know that. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be as deep as people think, because this movie seems like it has a lot fucking going on. So,
well, I don't know if you guys know this, but this film, its runtime currently right now is longer than any other Marvel film.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently there's 2 cuts. There's one cut that's R-rated and over 3 hours, I heard.
Why?
What's R-rated? What is it?
And a PG-13 rating too. Who knows, man? It might be just because of like strong imagery, like in terms of the horror aspect of it. I think there might be more of because they said this is Marvel Studios' first horror film.
Yeah,
in some of the early sort of production stuff.
I'm
Oh,
assuming
okay.
that's what would have gotten it the R rating too. Something just being like really horror, scary.
Yeah, it
I
could
don't
be,
know.
or it could be some gore.
Strong imagery is usually like what it would say in the rating. Wait, where does it show his silhouette? There we go.
But listen, if it gets an R rating, it might be a boob or two in there too.
Oh, maybe some
Hey,
titties
man.
without. Who knows?
Eternals, they're having sex in Eternals, so who knows?
And they were kissing.
And there was
Ooh.
sex too.
Mhm.
Ooh. How about a lip locking makeout match? Okay.
I mean, there's for sure variants of Doctor Strange throughout this. We
Right.
see at least a couple different versions.
Yeah, we've seen Ponytail Guy.
That's
We've seen.
that's gonna be pretty wild for Strange to, if this happens, for him to come across, another Iron Man and shit, knowing that Iron Man from his universe is
Mhm.
dead. So all of those type of things are gonna be pretty wild.
God, I would love to see a Tom Cruise Iron Man though. That'd be so funny.
That would be.
You're gonna see it.
You're
Come
gonna
on,
see.
guys. What is this? Is this Tobey
Yes.
Maguire?
Is what he would do a lot of.
Rick is one of the producers on the movie. He's telling you.
Oh, he's fucking there, man. This fool spilled the beans in an interview like a month ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this movie is gonna come out. If this Tom Cruise is in this movie, this will be the Tom Cruise movie that comes out before the one that I worked on like 2.5 years ago, Top Gun.
Oh yeah, fucking Top Gun is still being
Oh
delayed.
shit! I
Huh?
forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that
The
and
world has
Morbius,
changed
huh?
tremendously since then.
What's
Mhm.
going on with that movie and Morbius? Like, they're just fucking delaying those movies.
Wait,
to
when's Doctor Strange due again?
next
September.
May 6th, I
oh,
believe.
Sorry, not
Oh,
March.
Fun fact, it is the same day that Spider-Man 4 was supposed to release,
Really?
also by Sam Raimi, before it got canceled.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Almost
Doctor
15
Strange
years to the day.
looks very good. We got Doctor Strange, just the Super Bowl cut, and we also got another Moon Knight, or the official Moon Knight trailer, basically.
Yeah.
Mr. Knight.
There's another trailer for Doctor Strange, like you're saying, that had a better shot of like the zombie Strange. But I think this trailer is kind of making it out to seem like maybe Wanda could be the villain, and I think we all kind of knew that moving into it.
Oh yeah. I mean, with the ending of the WandaVision show, it definitely seemed that way.
Yeah. I mean, this is not a superhero outfit. I'll say that much.
No, and I mean it, and definitely she's definitely being influenced by that book. That
Yeah.
comic book.
She's back in Westview here, so I like the consistency on that front. So that's why it would make sense. Like, why wouldn't Monica be what's happening here, and now she has to fight Wanda? That makes a lot of sense.
Possible. Gotta put it down.
And then right here, the Savage Land, maybe.
We know that. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. We know that a few times, Wanda's going a little fucking crazy in the comic books. So
for sure.
Yeah, well, this would be the second or third time in this movie universe. We did miss a super chat real quick that we'd like to get to.
hey, what if she, instead of her like No More Mutants rendition, she's the one that creates the mutants in some type of way?
It definitely feels like that's gonna be what happens. Like
That makes sense, yeah. What if they just punctuated, add a little comment there? She's like, no, more mutants. Yo, get me on that spec script. Come on, let me punch it up with some humor, you guys.
Yeah.
nobody does wordplay with Fabio.
The Ultron bots I thought was really cool too, because I did a double take because I'm like, those look like legit comic accurate, nearly Ultron bots. Certainly more than the drones from the actual Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
So this was dope. So what if Ultron is a part of this council? Imagine that.
Could be. He could be from a different universe where he actually did eliminate most of the humans and shit, or enslaved them, or whatever the fuck.
They're coming in here to explain his sentencing, and he's like, would you like an animal metaphor or a sex metaphor? Oh God, an animal metaphor. When two animals are having sex. This is going to be a wild movie for sure. I'm actually probably more excited for this than Spider-Man. It's hard to say because Spider-Man is Spider-Man, but when it comes to, I don't know, I guess the the world building and stuff, I think this movie's going to be even bigger because Spider-Man still had to wrap up a trilogy, still had to be about Spider-Man and put him in a new status quo at the end.
Yeah.
This one, it's everything, you know?
Yeah, this is pretty much the I don't even know how to say it, the crux, I guess, of this phase of Marvel and shit, that everything's all fucked up, like, you know? So who better to be like the centrical figure or character than Doctor Strange and everything that's going on with him trying to like fix all of this shit. It makes perfect sense. It's also how it was in the comic books during the whole like Worlds Collide story and all of that stuff. Like Doctor Strange played a huge part in that as well. So he was the one actually that was originally kind of like teamed up with Doctor Doom, trying to put together like a last ditch effort and figure this shit out before it kind of went to shit and Doom created his like alternate world where he was God Doom and all of that shit. So it's a lot of different possibilities for what may happen and what they may take from the comic books for this. And there's a really good shot of Rentra there that I didn't see before.
There we go.
He's just
Some time for you to
chilling.
care about the Build-A-Figure.
I swear to God, man, if this guy has like fucking no scenes, I'm gonna be so annoyed with him being the builder.
First of all, I hope he doesn't sound really stupid.
Oh man, please no.
Mordo looking badass.
Except that wig.
What? I think that looks sick.
The wig looks wow.
I'm a fan of the half up, half down, so you know I get it. And I think he's actually part of this council too, part of this Illuminati, because I think this guy kind of walking over here supposed to be him because he had this stick on his back and the long hair.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense.
Could be.
So yeah, there we go. So I mean, who else could sit on?
I don't even know if this council is the Illuminati.
Yeah,
thing.
we don't know. We actually don't know.
Yeah, we don't know shit.
But I'm gonna attach a feeling to it right now and wrap my identity around it. You know. Here's another shot of Rentra.
There he is.
Yeah, just a lot going on in this. Can't wait to see. She's back. Heyo. She didn't get tired of dying enough in What If.
Yeah.
The love interest is here.
And Wanda just looking evil, man.
Look at all those candles. That's a fire hazard.
Is this an alchemy circle?
Nah, one of her gang members died. She was just putting out the candles in the Hennessy.
Mm-hmm.
That's some Spanish style, brother.
Yeah, so that is the Doctor Strange trailer. We're only, 3 short months away.
That's really not that long.
Yeah.
And we're only a few weeks away from Batman.
That's very true. Yeah, the first people are going to start seeing Batman on the 1st, actually, because there's like a big, fans first sort of screening.
Hey, what's the name? What's homegirl's name that plays Catwoman in this Batman?
Zoe Kravitz.
Kravitz? Yeah.
I heard her new movie's good.
She's got a movie on HBO that I've been meaning to check out. Anybody saw it?
No, I was just saying. I've heard that's really good too. Maybe I will check it out.
I didn't even know she had a
Oh my
movie.
god! Speaking of movies that everyone should check out, y'all should watch Nightmare Alley.
Who's in that?
It's Bradley Cooper and Cate Blanchett, and they're in like 1930s, 40s America, and they're like he's part of like a sideshow, like circus, and he learns mentalism. And he teams up with Cate Blanchett, who's like a psychologist, and they just do crazy shit in that time. It's cool.
Interesting.
It's a really, like I went into it really not knowing what it was about, what to expect. It's just kind of like the cast and the director. It's Guillermo del Toro. So I was like, okay, I'm into it. I like period pieces. I like Bradley. I like GDT. Let's check it out. And
what platform is it on?
I think it's on HBO and Hulu, but it's nominated for an Oscar this year.
I was just about to say, isn't that the Guillermo del Toro movie?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I started checking out this past week too? Succession.
Oh my! It's my guiltiest pleasure, dude. I love Succession. It's the craziest show. It's so funny.
It's very interesting to really get a like introspective into that world and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I know it's not as accurate, but it seems like it's pretty fucking accurate. Like,
Have you finally watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, Fabian?
Yeah, I started watching it, dude. I'm already on season 2.
Dude, it's
Oh,
such
nice.
a good show. You know
Oh, it's so good, dude.
You know what's crazy about that show is that
Mhm.
almost everything is improvised.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I guess like he has an outline. Like obviously characters that don't fucking matter are all scripted, but like any major character, any major player in the show it's all ad libbed.
Yeah, I'm already doing Larry David isms when, you know, someone's like, I don't know what this guy's trip is. What trip? There's no trip. What trip? There's no trip. I just watched the affirmative action episode. That was too much.
Whenever I watch that show or like rewatch it too much, I just end up doing so many Larry David isms. I could do the
Yeah.
pretty good.
Oh my god, dude! I think the affirmative action was my favorite, just because it's probably the episode so far that he's like screwed the most things up, and that's saying a lot. But he like tips the maitre d' the prescription, and then the wife is itchy, and so he goes back and he has to dig through the garbage. And then at the end, he has the $20 bill still folded in his pocket, meant for the maitre d'. So he tries to bribe the pharmacist and kicks him out. I was dying.
Yeah, that show is so fucking good, man.
And then the episode just ends with you hear the wife scratching upstairs and him just like looking up the stairs. Just it just ends there. So good. Yeah. Richard Lewis is hilarious.
Oh, Richard Lewis is one of my favorite characters on the show. And then Super Dave, fucking Marty Funkhauser's hilarious on that show. Larry, if you weren't my friend, I'd kick your ass. A fucking voice of his. Jeff Garland is really good.
What's that?
Remember the Super Dave show back in the day?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Where he used to have like the little stunt at the end of every show. It was
It's so weird seeing
Pure
Super Dave
comedy.
without a helmet on. It's really weird. I'm just like, what the fuck?
But yeah, Succession, let's spend more time there because that show is Boog. I had a hard time realizing at first that it's kind of a comedy. Have you realized that?
Yes. That's the I was going into it taking it like super seriously or whatever, but yeah, it is kind of tongue in cheek, you know. It's a lot of I said that to Ashley the other day because I had told her to start checking it out or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm starting to think it's actually more comical. Like, you know, like, yeah.
You know, I haven't watched it yet. You know, blasphemy, I know, but I'm for anything that has Kieran Culkin in it. So I know.
Oh my dude, he's one of the funniest characters.
Dude, that guy's such a good actor. It's unreal.
Again,
That guy's such a great actor.
it's another HBO show where it's really about psychology. Like, it's really about the different personality types.
Yeah, it's like a character study.
Like different like traumas that each of them have, and like they all fucked up. Like, probably the most normal one maybe is the daughter, I guess, or whatever, but all the sons are fucked up. Like, you know, like
wait. Okay. Here's my impression of all of the sons. Dad? That's it.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Especially Kendall. He's just always, oh, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god, it's so good. Like, yeah, the characters are just all so like well defined that when, you know, these things happen to them, it's like, well, if it isn't the consequences of their own actions,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's hilarious. And it really did take me like a few episodes where then I just started cackling. I think it was when, I don't know if you've gotten that far, but there's a point where like the grandson comes in and Brian Cox just like smacks the grandson because he's like an angry old man or whatever. He probably told him to fuck off, and then he smacked the kid. And I'm like, what is this show? Is this supposed to be funny? Because it's hilarious.
I'm on season 2, like maybe like 2 or 3 episodes into season 2.
Yeah. I think you might get there soon. Yeah. But yeah, that's everyone should watch Succession.
Yes.
I got my friend into it, or he started watching it on his own, and then I like confessed to him that I had already seen it. I think I was finishing up season 3 at that point, and I was just so happy that he was watching it because it's so for a very like popular like award winning show. No one really talks about it.
Mm. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's great acting. Obviously, it's HBO, so it's top tier, top quality, top set design and wardrobe and all of that shit. Everything's
I like
good.
it's interesting how it's shot too, because as far as like how lavish and like rich and how like crazy their lifestyles are, everything is shot like so dirty. You know what I mean? It's kind of shaky, handheld. It's very like
Yeah,
dim lighting. Like nothing is really made to look super pretty. You know what I mean?
right. And you know what too? I felt like the shit that really made me lean into it being more of a comedy in some ways was even the camera shots reminded me of The Office a little bit at a lot of points and shit. It's just like, why is the camera shaky right here and coming up on them in this way? Like, it's odd. It's oddly shot for sure.
That's fantastic.
Just little things like, hey, they're so rich that they don't duck their heads when they come out of helicopters because they're so used to coming out of helicopters. Just little things like that you're like, wow. I mean, cool. And I guess I'm kind of interested in like the corporate kind of like oligarchy of it as well, where how these deals are made. Not I don't know exactly how it's done, but for someone who doesn't really know, I guess, like about business in that way, I find the dialogue about how they're managing the business like really interesting.
Yes, it's very sort of like obviously a ton of strategy and a lot of like careful wording and like I find that very interesting too. That whole the dialogue behind all of the little like meetings when they doing these deals and acquisitions and shit like that. I find that very interesting. I find it more interesting from the writer's perspective though, because I always like admire somebody who can write this shit, who can write several different characters at once and different personalities and shit like that. Like you got to be like clinically insane to be that good at writing and shit. So
yeah, or as much of a sociopath as the people you're writing, the characters you're writing.
A little bit of both. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
But yes, that is Succession. Everyone should check that out. Check out Nightmare Alley. HBO just stays pumping out some of the best stuff these days. I'm also watching. I think I talked about it. Pam and Tommy. Did I talk about that?
Oh man, I need to watch that. I hear really good.
Yeah, dude. Winter Soldier plays Tommy Lee from Motley Crue. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee.
Yeah, it's
all about their porn and like how it was leaked, and Seth Rogen plays the guy that leaks it, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, this is a movie or this is a series?
It's a series.
Really?
I think
it's a series out of that. All
it's
right.
based on the story of how all that came about, or like some Rolling Stone article or something. But it is, a series with actors. The girl who plays Pamela Anderson, I found out, is British. She's amazing. She's like dead ringer Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, and
He's fucking Brits, bro. They know how to play Americans better than Americans, huh?
Sebastian Stan looks just like fucking Tommy Lee, right?
Yeah, Sebastian Stan. I think they kind of prettied him up a little bit, but he does look like Tommy Lee. Real quick before they get too far up the chat, because we've been going for a minute here, I want to get onto some of these super chats here that we may have missed before they disappear. Tachyon Transmitter hit us with $4.99. What's up, TT? He says, "What's up, boys? Rick, can you use your influence as the head of the top Facebook Marvel Select group to get them to stick to big characters?"
You know what's crazy is I was gonna say, but I didn't want the segment to drag on too long. But I guess it's gonna happen now. That community's fucking heartless, man. When they revealed that vision, all the people were doing was tagging Zach Ode and fucking complaining about that thing. That's like all they were doing, like stick to big characters, like this.
Yeah, I hate being tagged in posts where people just complain.
Yeah, so yeah, it was funny. Like, I wish that community was a little bit nicer. Like, I mean, I'm not telling them to fucking kiss Zach Oates' ass, but like, I was like, damn, man, this fool's been like interacting with you guys, and like hyping up this reveal, and all you guys do is fucking shit on his shit. Like, man, this is kind of rough, man. But yeah, trust me, man, that whole group just keeps iterating to him that they just want big figures, and I don't know. Hopefully they listen, and I'm sure a lot of their character choice and like what they can and can't make really does have to do a lot with what Hasbro lets them do. But yeah, let's fucking hope they stick to big characters.
Yeah,
and
but
that my
to their
influence.
credit, this vision, they did a lot to make this vision really cool.
Yeah, it looks really good. Let's hope my influence as the #1 largest Marvel Select group on Facebook can hopefully get them to do bigger figures, man.
You are an influencer, so I hope it works. Yeah,
I'm the apparently.
as opposed to Poncho, who has influenza.
No,
that's well, if he had a cold, if he had, yeah, no. But yeah, couldn't agree more. I think honestly they're doing a good job with what they have. You know, if this is what they're limited to, then I'm glad they're making the best of it. You know. And speaking of our sick boy Poncho, E Rivera 94 hitting us with $5. Thank you, E. He says, Poncho, get better soon, man. Hate hearing you like this. And Fobster, got nothing but love for you, bro. Thank you, E. Appreciate that.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure he tagged you because we brought it up in the show, and then he.
Yeah. I'm waiting until we're like done here. I don't want to like be on Instagram while we're on the show, but yes, I will. I guess I'm expected to respond in this thread. So. I'll just go in there so people can pile on me because I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Fabio, the streets want to know. They're waiting for a reply, and you're sitting here.
You know what? Who loves this kind of thing? Bill from the Dork Lair. He's always specifically requested that. No, don't do that. Leave Bill alone too. Why is everyone complaining to us? I know. I mean, we're the big fans. I get it, but it's like I don't answer for the company. I'm just, this is how I feel about it and how I cope with it because it sucks. But hey, I don't think about the negative parts of it, I guess. I just live my life. And when the toys come, the toys come. That's why I don't like toy hunting because, I'm not actively seeking them out. They just come when they come. I'm cool with that. Two more, sorry. Plastic Thunder hitting us with 5. Thank you, PT. Imagine if Multiverse of Madness, one of the alternate Stranges, calls out 616 Strange for being petty and setting Stark up to die. Dang. Yeah, that's a bombshell right there. I hope it's Tom Cruise that calls him out. Like, what? You let my handsome twin die?
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of mind-numbing, mind-fucking things like that. Like, it's gonna be trippy like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, probably a lot of in jokes, a lot of in references. I mean, Loki is rumored to be in this too, so who knows where all that's gonna go. It might even be Jonathan Majors as Kang or something, or a version of He Who Remains here in the show or in the movie. All right, cool. BXTR Works hitting us with 4 fist bumps and $9.99. Thank you, BXTR Works.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry it took us a sec to get to those. We were deep in the midst of all this. Usually we do it when we like switch categories or switch topics. But since we stayed on movies for a minute, thank you for waiting, you guys.
Yeah, so many tangents.
Yeah, we went on a few because one thing kind of reminded us of the other. And Articulated Heroes, also a fan of Succession. It's beautifully acted too. Tom and Kendall are great characters. Tom, actually, we didn't even talk about the best character on Succession, Cousin Greg. Oh my God, Cousin Greg.
Yeah, another weirdo.
Dude, the levels of cringe at the beginning to like, yo, Cousin Greg stepping up by the end of it is like mind blowing. I literally cringed every time Cousin Greg was on screen at first, and you still kind of do, but that's just because the character is the same, But just as far as what he gets up to, you're like, yo, Greg's a killer, man.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
He just came out of nowhere. Like, wait a minute, I have rich family members that I could go and
So that stuttering mess. Oh man, yeah, Succession. I can't wait for season 4. I can't believe I just blew through season 3 so quick, but it's really good. I feel like more stuff happens. You know, like season 1 was kind of like the one thing happened throughout the whole season. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas later on, like every episode or every other episode, there's like a thing to deal with.
Some type of crisis or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it normally is with these type of shows. You know, they give you a season kind of introducing all the characters and you know who people are and whatever, and then start throwing you for a fucking loop after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was one other thing. Oh, Gemstones. I didn't finish the final episode yet.
The last episode from last week?
Yeah. I started. Well, it's not the final episode. My bad. Is it? I don't know. Was it?
No, I think there's one. No, 2 more. I think 2 more.
All right. Yeah, I started watching the episode from last week, and then I dozed off. So I gotta watch that.
But the episode was before that was when John Goodman got gunned down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I'm just glad that he's not gone. But I just like the way that show is structured in terms of like every scene has like its purpose to the story, but in and of itself, each scene is like a sketch. Like there's a running joke per scene,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just like brilliant.
That's another show with some wild writing.
Right.
They do a lot of ad-libbing on that as well, but still, you know, obviously there's some structure to it though, for sure.
I love when they threaten the wrestling promoter guy and they hit him with like the slingshots and they all just like back away one step at a time.
I was cracking up at that part. Any other anime or comic shit that is out right now? Not really, right?
Well, I mean, Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, that's all currently airing.
Oh, okay.
Good
When
shit.
are we getting this Dragon Ball movie?
March
This year?
March 25th, I think.
Oh, really? That's coming up that soon. Okay.
Maybe.
In March, we also get the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. That released a long time ago in Japan. That's just barely coming here. So that's gonna be good. Fucking Okotsu story. So that's gonna be great. Yeah, pretty good.
Cerrone Games Go is saying Full Metal Alchemist is returning. More focus on Scar.
Did they
Okay.
say that? Oh wow, was the announcement today? I know they said there was gonna be a big Full Metal Alchemist announcement today, but I didn't. Or at some. I don't know what's today.
I
Crazy.
defer to you for that knowledge.
Oh, it's April 22nd.
Oh, for Dragon Ball. Okay. What's the actual official title of this movie again?
Ball suit. You can
Is that another Super Saiyan form?
yeah,
Super Saiyan God superhero?
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan superhero.
Oh,
Part
that makes
2,
sense.
Electric Boogaloo.
Cerrone Games
Colon,
Go. I
the
don't,
black.
Cerrone Games Go. I don't know.
Sorry, Poncho. I don't mean to make you laugh when you're labored breathing over there.
I don't know where you got that. I think from what I can see is that project is gonna be like in relation to the live action Full Metal Alchemist.
I don't know, Cerrone. You got to let us know your sources here. You can't just be
Yeah, I don't-
throwing that out.
Yeah, it seems like it is gonna be a story that focuses on Scar, but looks live action, and all the articles say it's live action too. I'm still gonna watch it though. Pretty cool.
All right.
I feel like we did see the trailer for this live action Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, that came out a few years ago. But this seems like I guess it's gonna be tied into it. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't be.
All right, that's pretty much it. We at the top of the hour here.
Yeah.
He is about to literally expire. So let's get
Shout out to Poncho, the man in the chair. He didn't have to speak up one time, but he chose to anyway. So
yeah,
damn, dude.
no doubt.
We're the case of his demise, man.
So yeah, man, it's a lot going to be going on through the rest of this weekend in terms of NECA and Mezco reveals, and then Monday we'll have Hasbro. So next week we'll have quite a bit to talk about as well. I put up a video on my channel earlier today, talking about what might be the finalized rumors or maybe confirmed at least 7-figure wave for the Avengers that they'll probably be announcing on Monday. So you could check that out, or you could not if you don't want to be spoiled in any way. You just want to go into Monday's Fan First blind. We didn't talk pickups or anything like that, but I did get my HasLab Razor Crest. And yo, this shit is very, very nice, man. It's a really, really cool piece. However, there are some QC issues for different people.
Uh-oh.
I experienced something similar to what Chartemis experienced, but just with a different part. He had a problem attaching the landing gear because from what I see with mine, it looks like I had a problem attaching one of the guns on the right side, but it looks like the peg hole where you would plug in the gun. There's like a thin layer of plastic that's missing. So the gun doesn't actually snap into place where you could turn it. You're supposed to be able to turn it with the ratcheted kind of joint in there. But yeah, mine is totally missing that inner piece of plastic, so I can't attach the gun properly. So I'm gonna have to use a piece of fabric or something to kind of just plug it in there where it sits in there tight. But yeah, Chartemis had that problem with the two back landing gear things or whatever, so he can't even snap his shit into place at all, which kind of sucks for him. But that was the only issue that I saw. But yeah, there are a few problems, but other than that, this shit is really nice, man. The paint applications, the way it looks in person, and it's a lot of playability. You can shoot in the interior, shoot outside, do a lot of perspective shots, and it's a good piece to have as just a casual collector dude, even if you're not a toy photographer or anything like that, but you just want some type of nice piece in your toy room or some shit. It's pretty fucking nice. So yeah, that's my rant about the HasLab Razor Crest. And if you guys are good, then we get up out of here. Anything that you guys picked up this past week that you have to tell us about right now?
I got my my new Nosferatu in.
Oh yeah, I saw pictures of that. That looks really fucking nice.
Pretty great. I got him with the sun damage right now.
That's very
The
cool.
smoke is crazy though. I couldn't even figure out how to put the top layer part on it, the over collar or something. So I just put him with one layer. But honestly, he's pretty dope. I really like him.
There's a picture that Sal, that Omega Red, had posted that's on the A.C.B.A. Instagram right now from today too, with the burnt face and stuff.
Yeah, and then the wolves that he comes with are pretty tight too. They're static; they don't move at all.
Static though, right? Yeah, yeah.
They look sick. They have glow in the dark eyes, if that means
really.
anything. Yeah,
That's cool.
right. Just if you want to light them up for pictures, throw them under some black light. They have different poses. I mean, they're cool. They feel nice. They kind of feel like old school, static Mezco figures, So I like them a lot. They're dope. He just has so much presence. Ooh, it's hard to tell. I don't have my lights up here, but
so you like him better than the original?
He's got a lot going for him. I don't know. He's just got a better silhouette, because of the cape. But it's the same figure, same damn figure. And I was pissed actually because I was supposed to get my Storm Collectibles skeleton 2-pack because Rick, you sent us that link, and I got it earlier this week, and I was supposed to be here, today. And then at 4:10, I checked my email, and they're like, "Hey, we tried delivering at 3:45." I'm like, "Bullshit! I was here. Nobody rang. Nobody. You guys are a bunch of liars."
I hate when that happens, bro. Yo, I'm here. I was here. What are you talking about? I took the day off for this shit.
Right, dude. Now I got to do this. I got to stay home later tomorrow. I mean, you know how it is. They'll ninja drop it. Sometimes they would do that when we were streaming on Saturdays. They'd give me, we're actually going to update it till Monday, and it arrives Saturday night anyway.
Yeah, if it's something I really want, something I'm not willing to wait a day or two later, I just make them drop it off at a FedEx. I'm not about to be played because I really want to fucking open this figure. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I want to fucking play me.
I wanted to have it for the stream. I'm trying to finish the Conan shoot for the top 10. I need these damn skeletons.
Oh my.
But so I mean, more time to just leave him balanced up with King Kong right here.
Fantastic.
Shout out to my neighbor, Miss Gail, who actually accepted my Razor Crest as well.
Ew.
That's the one time someone would ask me, like, "Oh, what's in the box?" And I just say, "Sex toys."
Of course.
No, she knew exactly what it was because it was in they didn't. I mean, it was a box in a box, but the outside box said Hasbro all over it. So
Right.
Yeah, just like with the Sentinel, it said like
Yeah.
Hasbro, X-Men, Sentinel. Like,
Yeah,
It literally says toys on the banner on the side. Yeah.
like, yeah, put my big ass toys box right outside so somebody could just take that shit. Thanks.
Yeah. Seriously.
Jeez.
But yeah, all right, we get up out of here. Thank you all. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye.
Doodle